Finally,
what I was thinking about though was
Black
was
people cool.
Pump Up the
and
Jam.
Mexicans, we united.
That dude.
Yeah.
Was that okay? So
All of
that's
that.
Technotronic, right?
That was called house back then.
No. I'm talking about the band. Fuck.
Cutie and the Blowfish. That's the lead singer for it. I want to tell you.
Hold on.
Ooh.
You're Hootie.
Who am I? Hootie? I heard that
Darius
before.
Rucker?
Yeah,
Darius
I
Rucker?
heard it all. I heard that. I heard Kanye. I heard Tupac when I was younger, like 105 pounds.
I'll say more.
Pushing through LA.
You're more of a young buck, right? Young buck.
I'm Grande Hueso, big bones.
Big bones in the house.
From East Los.
From East Los. Hell yeah, if you're just now tuning in, welcome to the Roach Clip Podcast. We are the podcast that spreads love and throat kicks.
And butt cheeks.
And butt cheeks. Oh, spread butt cheeks. I like that, Brody. Oh yeah, we got Brody in the building. What's up, Brody?
What's up, man? Just posted up chilling, enjoying this Wednesday.
Beautiful Wednesday. Beautiful Wednesday. Hot as balls outside, but that's a different story for different
It's Arizona.
AZ, baby. It's Phoenix.
All day.
We got Franco, 602 in the house, the mustache of the South. What's up, Franco?
Yo, what's up? What? Someone stole my book, my patty.
What patty?
Remember?
Oh yeah, you don't have one.
I just realized it because I heard the
thumper.
whatever. It is.
Somebody.
It's all right. Nah, it's a. Yeah, never mind.
It's a notebook.
Stoner thoughts. Hey man, what's going on?
It's a Playboy magazine.
Yeah, it's my Hustler.
You still got Vanessa Williams?
Ooh.
Okay, man.
It's
right here.
1992.
1992.
I don't know. I made that year up, but it's probably the 80s.
It was definitely the 80s.
Franco.
85, 86.
Will. Franco. Will.
I
Will,
am.
Franco.
Greetings, Prince Will. How you doing?
Good, brother. How you doing?
What up, Prince Will? Big Bones in the house.
Big Bones,
We
baby.
got Big Bones.
Grande
My
Hueso.
mama called me Bones. My daddy called me Bones.
Both
Used to
of them.
stand for beating on every sucker, but I was 15, a single parent.
Get a little bit closer to that.
Oh, I said
There
I
you
was
go.
16, 15, single parent. So,
15, 16. Why so young?
Because my mom decided to, wherever she let her hat was her home kind of thing. So, from Mississippi to South Central, then to Covina.
Oh,
when
so
I got
you
to
traveled?
Covina, it was all skinheads.
Covina.
West Covina.
So you were born where?
Chicago, Illinois. Cook
Illinois.
County. Yep.
And when did you leave Illinois?
I think I was probably like 6 months.
Oh, so you were a baby. You were a baby.
Yeah, to Mississippi.
Mississippi. Can you spell Mississippi?
M-I, cricket letter I, cricket letter
there
I,
you go.
humpback, motherfucking I.
There's no other way to spell it. I like that humpback.
Yes, sir.
That's a new one for me.
Yes, sir. You ever heard that before?
Nah.
Oh, yeah, that's
How'd your journey end up in Phoenix? From Chicago to Mississippi to
Memphis,
Okay.
to South Central, to La Puente, to Covina, to Louisiana, back to Cali, then Arizona.
Holy shit.
So what are you? What were you running from that you came to Phoenix?
Hey, that's a long story, fool.
we got time. Cool.
Did
We
I
just
say my name
started.
is Bones? Oh, no, my name is Flacco.
Hey, Flacco.
I'm going to go by Flacco.
What
now.
up, Trevor?
My name is Trav, dog.
What up, Trevor? Great guy. Never met him.
Great
Yes.
reference.
Okay. So you moved from how old were you in Memphis?
Memphis, I left Memphis when I was 10. I mean, it's a long story. It's not a painful story, but it's an interesting story. I don't know if y'all want to hear that story, but it's
What do you remember from Memphis?
everything. I stayed across the street from Elvis Presley, and then my dad.
So you're the real Forrest Gump. You taught him to dance.
I didn't teach him to dance, but I watched him dance through a window in a church. But I wasn't there because I wasn't even born yet. But spiritually, I could see him doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe I was like the old black man with a white beard that said, "You could do this, Elvis." To your
Polo?
dance.
Thank you.
Maybe it was you.
It wasn't him.
Dad, so you lived right across the street from Elvis?
Yep.
With your
With
your
my mom and
with
my
your
dad.
Did your parents meet him?
No.
Did they meet his
No, because it was a
parents?
bad rumor. They said they said that Elvis said the only thing black people can do for him is shine his shoes.
Did he really say that?
Nah, man. I wanted to believe he didn't say it, but over time, when you get older and mature, I went to visit his house, Graceland, and I don't know, because he had a black cook, and you know what I'm saying. So she cooked bananas and peanut butter, and then the room that he recorded most of his songs in was all African. I ain't gonna lie. He had an African Panther, African bed. It was weird. It was just
African
like
bombada.
Hey, since you know all these Elvis facts, is it true that Elvis died on the toilet?
from what I've researched, yes. But when you get that many friends and that much money, ain't nobody like me that's a real friend or y'all just gonna say, hey, homie, you don't look good. Let's go outside and get some air. Because in that house, it was like, it was cool, but there was so much shit going on and it was congested. So if he popping pills or doing whatever he's doing, I couldn't breathe in the motherfucker, and I was sober. You know what I'm trying to say? So I could imagine being up for 2 or 3 days, and everybody, yes, man, because he got so much money, so ain't nobody going to tell you what to do when you got that kind of money. So if you had a real friend would have said, look, motherfucker, you need some air. You need to go outside, get some air. You look like shit.
But that's the king, dude.
And
You can't tell the king shit.
And that's why the king died on his throne. No disrespect. Think about it. Put 2 and 2 together.
How fat was the dookie in there?
Shit,
still there?
the dookie was gone from what I saw. I didn't even go up there.
It was petrified.
I don't want no spirits.
How old were you when he died? What year were you born? Then he died, what, in 79?
Yeah, I was probably still about 5, 6, or 7,
5,
or
6 or
8.
7 or
I was
8.
in that area. I can't say my real age because I had a checkered path, but somewhere in that area.
Hey, you look younger than all of us, bro. Don't even
Yeah,
trip.
I'm 50, homie. I'm
You're
my
50?
mama. Yeah.
Nah, you ain't
Yeah.
50.
Black don't crack. You know what I'm saying?
Don't crack, dude.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't see it all. From the rooter to the tutor. You know what I'm saying? Literally. So,
Hey, you're 50, dog?
yeah, dog. 49. I'll be 50 in September.
What do you do, Botox?
Nah, I ain't do nothing. I smoked, drank, dude. I did all the worst shit. If I didn't do none of that and I was a good kid, I probably look like I'm 25 right now. So my body held up. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. How do you feel?
Like
Body-wise? Do you feel...
I don't think about it.
You don't think
that's
about
how I stay young. I don't think about none of that.
But do you feel the same as, like, when you were 30? Like, you still do the same shit?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. Mentally, physically, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I still move around, go to the gym, everything. I'm not bench pressing 400 pounds. I know that.
What are you bench pressing?
I don't even
Pressing?
know. If I had to imagine,
Pressing.
at least 250.
What are you pressing?
300.
250, 300?
Oh yeah.
Nah.
All day, twice on Sunday. Because I know how to loke up. I know how to like come out of my body and be like, watch my eyes. See, that's that power strength.
You don't
know
look,
what I mean?
you don't look mentally stable to me, bro.
No, I am, bro. Trust me.
Are you sure?
I swear.
You take, when you, oh, shit.
What happened?
bro.
Did I switch over? Let me go back.
Yeah, there you go. Put on those glasses,
What's up,
bro.
dog?
Now I see why they call you Bones.
Boney Loco.
Boney Loco.
Yes, sir.
Dion Cole. That's who you remind me of.
So we're at
Dion,
Mississippi.
you know Dion,
Dion
Cole?
Cole. Yeah.
Yeah, that's who.
Dion Cole.
You said get to the mic when I want to say prove a point.
Yeah, prove
Okay, that's going to be a negative, Franco.
No, dude, I love Dion Cole, dude. That dude's
John Paul.
No, Dion Cole.
Dion Cole. Yeah, he's a comedian, right?
Yeah.
He looks
That is
nothing like me.
I don't know. Maybe it's your.
It's the lighting, bro.
It's the lighting. It's your.
Mike.
What's the word?
I don't know the word.
Like the accents, the
yeah.
expressions.
Oh yeah, now that's a fact.
Like
yeah.
that sort of like the timing. There's a word for it, and I'll have to come back to it. It'll come back.
No, I got you. Nah, that I can see. The character, charismatic, whatever.
Yeah.
He's a stand-up comedian. I used to do a little comedy back in the day too.
No,
so.
you
No
did
shit,
it.
for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Where at?
No, he did it.
Shit, the Comedy Store in Sunset, and then I did a couple.
You got on stage
Yeah,
at
I
the
don't
comedy
give a fuck.
store?
Yeah.
You know comedy?
Yeah,
Comedy.
of course. That's why I look young, because I'm always laughing and cracking jokes.
Who was on?
take nothing too
who was-
serious.
Who was on that circuit when you were?
Oh,
You
he,
were coming up?
Yeah.
He's
Or,
probably like-
or just doing your thing, like.
That's
he's
a good
Robin
question.
Williams all day.
No. Let me think.
No,
man.
but
That's
because that's like a lot of the underground. Not I don't want to say underground comics, but the lesser known ones.
yeah. But the big ones came out of there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where they
exactly.
started. 'Cause
Dice Clay.
It was Pauly Shore's mom. Dice Clay was there. Now that you mention it, Robert Townsend.
Okay.
wow,
See,
okay.
now you
That
got
way, know
me.
what generation you're talking
Yeah,
about.
this
then.
fool MC Freeze. He's like a Hispanic actor now. I think they call him something, but he didn't blow up. But,
Tuco Salamanca.
No, it's like L something,
Sal?
man. He's been in a lot. He always plays like a essay, kind of big, kind of not goofy looking, but he kind of like
Machete? Are you talking about
Nah, that
Machete?
motherfucker's crazy. Yeah, he was a real deal. Holyfield. There was another dude. I forgot his name, man.
Hector.
Hector.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah, that was a generation, man. I think that was when, when we moved from LA to Covina, it was all skinheads. You know what I mean? So it was a check.
Is that where you really grew up? Like
In Covina, yeah.
Covina?
Yep.
High
surrounded-
school, middle school, all that?
High school, yeah.
High school Covina?
Covina, yeah. When I first got there, though, it was all skinheads. So, you know, I had to get rid of them in a nice way. You get what I'm saying? And then, and shit, you know, started the Crips. You know what I'm saying? Then the Bloods came. And just because every black mama that was trying to get their kids out of L.A. was moving to, like, the white part of town. You know what I'm trying to say? So when we first moved there, coming up the apartment, the skinheads pulled up in a van, opened up the door, and they was like, "We're gonna kill you."
A minivan or like
about the N word. What's up?
A minivan or
nah,
like a
rapist
rapist van?
Like a rapist van.
Rapist van.
Because they was stomping black people out.
Oh, they're trying to rape you.
Nah, they was trying to stomp us out, but they wasn't stomping out dudes like
The
bald
skinheads
head.
were?
Well, they would pick like little black nerds walking down the street like, "Hey," and then they jump out and be like,
And they saw
"Skinhead."
you with your Steve Urkel
Nah,
glasses?
they wasn't messing
All
with
right,
us because we had
we're
t-shirts
getting
and
this
khakis.
blind motherfucker.
Yeah, we was fresh out of L.A., so they knew the difference. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never got beat up by no skinheads.
Well, you're benching 400 pounds.
Nah, I was like 110 pounds back then.
Is that why they call you Bones?
I was skinny.
Skinny Bone
yeah,
Jones?
Yeah. Yup. And beating on every sucker. So, but it was all essays back there, to be honest with you. Baldwin Park, Eastside Bowling, Zusa 13, La Puente. But they was all cool. I didn't have no problems with them.
La Chicanos?
That was surrounded. Yeah, and they didn't like us.
No, there's always
But
been
I got
beef.
along with everybody. So I was that little middle dude. That's why I talk all that. Man, llamo eso, grande, loco, and confeso. I used to say that back then. They'd be like, "You're an idiot." And I'd be like, "I know."
Let me guess. You were a rapper? You were a
Nah,
rapper
I was
too?
never no rapper.
Oh, just stand-up comedy?
Nah, I was hustling.
Another one?
Please. Oh, sorry.
Una vez
I have it,
más.
my bad.
¿Quieres más?
Una vez más.
Una vez más.
So what brought you to this hellhole?
Arizona. Shit, I had a girlfriend. I had a kid. My kid's like 16 now.
Always, right?
Yeah, but then she didn't like it out here, so she bounced. I stayed.
Chicks always make you do everything, though.
Mm-hmm. I had to follow the leader.
You have to, especially at that age.
Yep.
You little horny bastard.
Nah, I was 35. She was like 24,
Oh, yeah,
25.
you're 50.
Oh, super horned up.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're already like in your later years.
I was already a
when you moved
baller.
down here.
I was retired. At least I thought I was.
When you moved to Phoenix?
Yeah, until the market crash. I came out here with a 66 Impala, 14 batteries, 4 pump, 100 spoke Ds, blue on blue, black leather, 68, 96 Impala.
You drove that bitch down the freeway with all your luggage?
I towed it with the Avalanche.
With the U-Haul?
Homie,
Oh, you had an Avalanche?
Yeah, my homie towed the other car with the tow truck. We lived in Queen Creek.
Definitely Queen Creek.
Yeah.
So, Will, now that we learned a little bit about your background, let's talk about why you're here.
Oh, I'm here to
who you
represent,
is now?
Budology.
Budoligy, baby.
Yes, sir. Budology clothing up in the house. You know what I'm saying?
What is Budoligy?
Study of bud, literally. I came with the name like 10 years ago before weed was even legal, but I figured eventually it would be. So I was gonna call it Kushology or Weedology, but that was kind of like a little ghetto. So then I went with the Budology because
And that's more stiletto.
it's more universal for people that got bread as well. It's more college type of deal. You get what I'm saying? Because
We're smoking bud, bro.
yeah. And so like most of my peoples, when I tell them Budology, they be like Budology, but I'm like, nah, brah, it's Budology. But then my other people be like,
Fuck
dude,
yeah.
you trademark Bud?
Motology.
Huh? Motology?
Motology.
Yeah,
I just started a new company right
bought
now,
it already.
I'm going to do Buttology.
But that's good, the study of booty. Yeah, no doubt.
Have you bought it yet?
I didn't buy that when I was going to, but I bought
Yeah.
everything else. I bought Motology, everything.
Shit, let's go, dude. I'll give you 30%. 30% profits on Buttology.
Let's do it, baby. I'll take 28. I'll take 25%.
25%, baby. We'll talk after the show.
Yes, sir. There's a dispensary now called Budology in Cali.
Oh, you should sue them.
I'm not, because I'm smart. So what happened was my big homie Kurt, who's 55, called me like 6 months ago.
Big Curtis?
Big Kurt. Hey, that's another dude right there. He's a good dude like me. We good people. But I mean,
Allegedly.
he's allegedly. But I give you a story about. No, I can't tell you that story. Well, I
you
can't
can.
tell you a story. He was a security guard over in Laverne, I think, in Cali, and this is the first time I had a good cop story. It's a good cop story. It was.
Like, no. Let the audience do it.
I was proud of
Oh,
it.
sorry, you don't got head.
My bad. I was proud
Got
of it.
sound effects.
I got.
Sorry.
I was proud of the cop story because he told me he was working at the club, and in Laverne, it's a bunch of races, whatever. So
That name sounds crazy.
California, San Dimas.
I thought you were talking about the Reading Rainbow guy.
Reading Rain.
Nah, who's that?
What's his name?
Laverne Shirley.
Yeah, Laverne Shirley, dude.
Laverne and Shirley.
The homie that used to read to us as kids.
See,
LaVon Burton.
I'm thinking about Laverne and Shirley, literally,
Oh,
with the little signature. Or
I
whatever.
forgot you're 50 years old, so you're already a dad at the time.
You said I got to make my point so we can move closer. So anyway, he said he was working at the club, and some 5 little, white boys, I can say it, tried to jump him. So he like, damn, Bones. The first one came up, punched him. The other one came up, punched him, knocked him out. And the third one came up, and I punched him in the face and knocked his gum line out and all his teeth. Kurt's a big dude.
So you were playing whack-a-mole with white boys?
Damn,
Nah, he was telling me the story.
Gum line.
He knocked off his gums.
Yeah, I ain't never heard no shit. I think I'm a tough dude, but when I heard that,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's-
yeah, man, I ain't that
That's
tough,
out of this
bro.
world.
I don't want to get hit that hard.
Lips to his nose.
Yeah, everything. So I said, what
Weird,
happened?
yeah. He just ended
No
up with his
mustache.
nose and shit. Just
Right.
all sucked
Can you
in.
imagine, bro? Your gum line, that's a hard hit, bro. So then he said the cops came out, and he said he set him on the curb, and he said the cops looked at them, looked at him, looked at them, looked at him, looked back at them,
Back and forth.
and said, what were you guys thinking? And I was like, damn, I love those cops, because they were like, because he looked like a gorilla, and so you got these 4 dudes that's probably like, let's take this big black guy out.
There's 4 of us.
And you're gonna have to tell it. He don't even tell that story because
Yeah.
his kids, grandkids, are gonna be like, "Dad, what happened to your gum line?" He can't say the N word knocked his gum line out, and he can't say that he was messing with a big. So I don't know what he's saying, but if you're out there, I know the story. How about that? So
Ooh. There you go,
I
Big
say
Kurt.
it. I say it.
He said
Oh,
it.
Kurt beat them up.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kurt
okay.
beat them up. Yeah.
All right, so how's that tie in with Budoligy?
It doesn't, but anyway,
It's a cool story.
It's a great story, but it actually does. So fast
So
forward.
it does or doesn't?
It's both. It's a dozen. It's a dozen dollars.
Oh, I heard it both ways.
Yes, sir. Because the second part is to paint the picture. He calls me up about 6 months ago, and he's like, "Hey, Bones, somebody out here got Budology." I'm like, "What? I've been working on it for 10 years." He's like, "Yeah, they got a sign that say Budology Dispensary." So I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, you want to run up in there and tell him it's my homeboy shit?" I said, "Kurt, how old are you?" He said, 55. I said, "Calm down, bro. Let me go do some research because I'm brainiac." So I ran to Google and I typed in Budology Dispensary and dispensaries, and I bought it for $12. So now if you type it in, it goes straight to my website. So they could buy it back for 50 grand or 100 grand.
Oh, so you got the websites.
I got the .coms because they haven't
beautiful.
even built the. That's the moral of the story. They haven't even built the building. That's how I know it's God because he wasn't even supposed to be in that area. You see what I'm saying? He just happened to drive by and see a sign that they haven't even finished completing. And I called the lady and I said, "Hey, I own it." And she goes, "I don't care. The state gave it to us. Blah, 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 blah." And I was like, "You ain't wearing no shirts, right?" And she's like, "We don't even do shirts." So I was like, "Whatever. Cool. No stress." So then I saw Cypress Hill and all those guys there last week. So when you hashtag Budology, all those dudes pop up. So it's free marketing for me. Yeah, all day. I don't care. Do what you got to do. I ain't tripping.
As long as they don't make T-shirts.
They can make whatever they want because they obviously cost $1 million to $2 million chickens to start a dispensary. So they're going to put more money in marketing than me. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and it goes straight to your website.
Yeah, my address on GoDaddy is fake anyway. So, it don't matter. Come find me. Just kidding.
Remember the smile.
Remember the smile, baby, all
We got
day.
Kanye East in the house.
Hey.
What's up, Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye AZ.
Kanye AZ. Yeah, dude, I remember when I first met this dude, I walked into a local screen printing shop, Screen Supply Central. If you guys are in Phoenix looking into screen printing, hit them up. So I had just started my screen printing business, and I needed a supplier, and I don't know what the fuck's going on, you know what I mean? So I just probably Yahoo'd it at the time. No,
Right.
I Googled it, and that's the first company that came up. I walked up in there with my brother to just I was like, I got like $300 just buy squeegee, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I asked, I think at the time Casper was there.
Yep.
And I was
Jasper.
like, Jasper, not,
Okay.
yeah, Jasper.
Because I was like, I don't see no business on me.
yeah. Jasper was there, and I was like, "Hey, bro, like, what do I need to buy? Like, I'm just starting. I just got to press." So he kind of just told me, "Okay, get a squeegee, get a screen,
Right.
get some fucking ink, whatever." And my brother was there, and then you pull up, fool. You pull up in a Mustang,
The black one.
like a lower ass
Yeah, it
Mustang,
was a little ghetto.
and the fucking wheels were fucking buffaloed out and everything, bro.
Called 22-inch rims.
Yeah, you had big rims, and your shit was like slammed to the ground. And this fool walks in,
Brother Darkness.
Yeah, he walked in with big thick energy.
Yeah, right away.
And he's like, check out my company. It's Budoligy. It's like a fucking biologist, but it's Budoligy.
Exactly.
It's like, you fucking moron. It's all right. I get the connection, dog.
Yes.
And then you had a shirt at the time. I can't remember the word now. It was like a cuss word, but you can't really tell.
For that shit.
For that shit.
It was FUDASIT.
And he's like, what do you think of this shirt? Like, I just made them last night or whatever. And I was like, fool, that's fucking funny, bro. Like, hell yeah. And then ever since, like, every time I go and buy, he's been there since I started screen printing.
Yep.
I started in 2015.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was already in there, and we had a great time. Every time I see him, he's like, hey, he'll bring me into his office.
Yep.
This motherfucker is so blind, he got like a 52-inch screen monitor.
It's 56-inch now.
56-inch now.
Damn.
And he's like showing me his designs and shit. I was like, bro, that's dope, fool. Thank you, dog.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. People send bad art, so I have to blow it up and take a picture and say it's pixelated. Because they take a JPEG and save it as Adobe Illustrator or a vector file. And
Yeah, and it looks like
it's
shit.
Adobe. What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter what it is. You can save it as a PNG. If you rip the fucking piece of shit artwork, it's going to be piece of shit artwork.
But if you start in Adobe Illustrator, then it's Adobe Illustrator vector. It's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple.
If you got to go into there and then save it as something else, then it's not real. It's not authenticated like my ex-marriage. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
this Vato's getting fucking technical on that.
To you guys, that shit's simple. Like, what the fuck's going on?
You do it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, bro, he does some more complicated shit.
Photoshop?
No, I don't do no screen printing
Premiere Pro?
or no designs or nothing.
Oh.
I just do basic like layouts on AutoCAD for work, construction stuff.
Yeah, you lost me, but I know what you're talking about.
Say
for
we're
sure.
losing each other now.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, it's similar. I mean, I guess you're designing and all that type of stuff, but
yeah,
I was trying to
different terminologies.
he's designing buildings. We're designing T-shirts.
Right. I should have put that on my Instagram.
Put what on your
So they
Instagram?
can log in and see the show. Is it live or
Oh yeah,
live. We're
tell them
live.
to tune in right now.
How do I do it? Let me see.
You type it in.
See why? Who's that? There we go.
That's big bones, dog.
Big Bones the blind bat.
My story or post? Post.
Big bones.
Oh yeah. There we go. Right there.
Yeah, it's just I just
got a
you
little
can just
video.
send it to people, huh? I mean, if you go live,
That send them invites.
yeah, you gotta send. Is that what them motherfuckers do when they're always sending me shit?
What
Like
I
to go
put? Just
live?
at Road
Yeah,
Trip
exactly.
Podcast or hashtag?
Yeah, at Road Trip Podcast.
Okay, I'm not that bright, man.
Bro, I
On
thought you
li-
just
on
said
live right
you're
now.
the smartest man in the world. Hey, shout out to
He
everybody.
says the smartest. He said he wasn't bright.
Hey,
There's a
Franco,
difference.
shout out to everybody, bro. How
Yo.
was Friday, dog? One of the
Dude.
best fucking podcasts in podcasting history.
I don't even know how to explain. Honestly, like it was so unexpected.
Unexpected.
It was so unexpected that
So we were supposed to interview some dude from Houston, a hip hop artist,
Right?
and as I'm on my way here to set up and get everything ready, he's like, "Hey, bro, I can't do it. Can we do it tomorrow?" I was like, "Nah, motherfucker, I can't do
hey,
it tomorrow."
we were supposed to do it on Wednesday though. Before that, and we had already rescheduled.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then the day that it was supposed to happen, it was Friday, and I'm literally fucking 5 minutes from getting to the studio, and he's like, "Oh, I can't do it today." I was like, "Fuck it, we're still going in." I told Franco, "I'm like, dude, we're just gonna do fucking, we're gonna do trivia. We're just gonna play trivia with the people."
Right.
because he did that the week before, just like whatever, right?
Yeah, in my garage, I was fucking around, did some trivia with people, and the response was impeccable. It was immaculate. It was
It was impenetrable
impenetrable.
and a bunch of other stuff.
Impervious.
Mike
It
Tyson
was
says.
impervious. It was
Got
all,
it.
yeah. That's what I'm thinking of Mike Tyson this whole time.
That's why I named my first son Hercules because he got
Hercules.
through the rubber.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say Tyson. I thought you were gonna say Tyson.
He's
bro.
strong, bro. He's still here. He's strong.
His name's Hercules though.
Yeah. I'm lying.
You got the wrong Magnum.
She named
that
him
night.
Andreas, so it kind of scared me a little bit because I was like, wait a minute now. So I got middle name Will, but it's all good.
So yeah, Fridays is going down. So we decided to. So that got canceled. We did trivia. The response was incredible.
We got visitors in, like people like just like literally came in off the street. Faust and shout out Faust and
Yeah, so they were
Age.
playing trivia, and they drove their asses down here. Brought 24 pack of or 2 12 packs of Modelo,
That's dope.
cold as fuck. I was like, holy shit! I thought we were just gonna be here for like 20 minutes.
like just me and him.
3 hours later, dude, the winner got 53 questions right.
53.
It was so immaculate. It was so beautiful that we got a bunch of sponsors for this Friday.
Oh, that's good.
And the following Friday.
That's
So
good.
that's why we got Smoky Smoke Shop, all the brands right there. Monkey Smoke Shop,
Monkey Monk.
Vida Sin Miedo, which means life without fear. We got
Polar
Extra
Bear.
Laboratories. We got Polar Bear's Pop Culture Shop.
That's dope, bro.
We got some hot hitters. We got Mary Jane Smokewear. Everybody pitched in and donated for the gift packs.
That's dope.
If people want to donate anything, like
Okay.
whatever,
Yes, sir.
to the listeners, if you know anybody, got business owners out there, gift cards, whatever, we're giving it out. It doesn't go to us. We're giving it to people just for, I don't know, man. What, like, just having a good time, right? Like, before they go out Friday nights.
Bro, if there's such thing as community activities, that's probably the best community activity you could do on a Wednesday evening. Why? Because it's safe. It's from the comfort of
Friday.
Friday at 6 p.m. Arizona time. That's Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m. Every Friday it's going down. We got a bunch of gifts to give out for every winner every week.
What did we give out last time? Oh, it was and we randomly just gave out some entry ticket, or what do passes? What was
Passes to episode 300 Toga Party. It's gonna be a Toga party. It's gonna be a 300 theme.
We're gonna have Franco's gonna do acts of
So dress like
glory.
a Spartan, do your Greek shit, whatever you got, bro. It's gonna be a blast. You should come through, bro.
I will, brother. I want in. Yeah,
You got to throw a
me
toga
in.
party in. dude.
Now I know
Throw a
where.
toga.
Now I
Actually,
know how close it is. Now I don't know why GPS took me north.
I was like, bro, you're like fucking 5 minutes from here. His shop is 5 minutes from here.
So literally from downtown, where we are in South Phoenix, you were in North Phoenix.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. It
I wasn't smoking or nothing. I was sober, 100%.
That was your.
For
That
5
was your
years,
problem.
I held this watch in my ass for your father.
So yeah, Fridays, 6 p.m. Tune in. Live trivia on Instagram Live, Roach Clip Podcast. Tell your tios, tell your tias, tell your primos, tell your cousins, tell everybody that you know to fucking tune in and play, because we will ship these prizes. We got so much cool shit. You guys don't even know.
If you like us, tell your fucking friends. If you hate us,
Tell them
your
still.
tell your enemies.
Tell
Bro.
everyone. Let everyone know.
Straight the fuck up. So yeah, Fridays is on. Brody, you want to join us next Friday?
This Friday, 2 days.
Feel free to join us
In
whenever
2 days,
you want.
in
Whenever you
48
shall see.
hours. 48 hours.
I shall see. I'll let you know.
Hell yeah, dog.
Share to Facebook.
You got to join us Friday. Or one of these Fridays, maybe we'll do a Budoligy giveaway.
Well, I just got back from Huntington Beach with my son for Father's Day, and it was a good. I was in Huntington Beach.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, bro.
Oh, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to
Happy
everybody.
Father's Day.
Happy
Late.
Father's Day. Happy
You
You know what I
Father's
mean?
Day.
But it was a good. I went to some bar, random bar. It was all love. It was some weird. They had a rock band there. They want to sponsor him with the clothing and all that, and then a whole bunch of woods, tattoos everywhere. I wasn't tripping. I got along with everybody. You know what I mean? But it was weird. It was just like a simulation.
No, so let's do a big
shit.
let's do a big Budoligy giveaway on one of these Fridays.
Not a problem.
So like already July
You gotta
8th.
kind of hit it.
Nothing but weed questions.
So July 8th,
Scientific.
weed questions. So July
That's
8th, we got
Budoligy.
prison pies coming through. It's a food truck. It's a food truck that makes prison style food. You know what I'm saying? Like the what do you call those, Franco? You've been in
Prison pies.
Prison pies, but what do they call it?
Oh, the commissary?
The commissary, but the
burrito
those,
wraps.
those
The
things
fucking
that Junior used to
spreads.
make. Spreads. He sells all kinds of spreads.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're called?
Yeah, you spread your butt cheeks, you spread your legs, you have a bunch of fun. That's it. No, but yeah, he's gonna bring prison
I
pies.
don't. Am I supposed to lean close when I want to say something to prove a point?
Yeah, prove a point. That's
I
it.
don't know about that fool.
That'd be a secret one, fool.
That's Trevor.
A spread
That's
is
Trevor
like a
talking.
Spread. Yeah, okay. The spread is like some food. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's what he's.
No, I know. That's
That's what
my man.
Do they mix it
he's
with
just being
actual
silly.
stuff or the same as inside?
Yeah,
it?
commissary, Doritos,
Oh, they don't use like the real
canned
deal.
tuna.
And he
Because like my
He charges
nephew,
12
he would
bucks,
call like, yeah, we ate orange chicken in there, but he tells what it was, just like corn nuts and a bunch of other stuff mixed in there.
The chicharrones, the pork rinds, the 99-cent
Yeah,
ones.
there you go.
It was that. It was I forgot what they make
For the tamale?
The sauce, huh?
the sauce with. No,
Ramen noodle packets?
sweet and sour chicken in prison and all that
Probably
shit.
ketchup.
Ketchup probably. Sriracha, some sriracha.
They got sriracha in prison?
Well, yeah, commissary.
got it all in there.
They can
There's
send you
there's
whatever
a
they want
shortage
now.
of that right now, from what I heard from the Asian market. Hey, can you get another beer?
Why is there a sriracha shortage?
I don't know the reasons why. I just heard it, and I was
There
like, I'll
actually
check that.
is, because even like, I mean, Food City usually has it, and I went once looking for sriracha and
You couldn't find it?
nothing.
I think
You know
they're
what?
running out of roosters.
Hey, you know what I couldn't find last night? Or yesterday? Rocky Road chicken. Rocky Road chicken. Rocky Road ice cream.
Rocky Road chicken.
Not a lot of roosters are modeling these days.
Rocky Road ice cream, bro. Like I swear, fool, there was only like 30%, if that, on the in the freezer at Walmart.
You know what? Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? There's no fucking ice cream.
No Rocky Road.
I found one brand, like a little rabbit. But first I looked through
Bunny?
like dryer. Yeah, Blue Bunny.
the little rabbit.
Blue Bunny. And I was like, what the hell, bro? Like, there's a shortage of everything now.
You know what got me? What pissed me off?
What grinds your
You know
gears,
what-
Franco?
You know what grinded my gears?
What grinded your gears, I say?
Hazelnut coffee creamer. Like when they were all out of it, I was like, "What?" That's when I got pissed because there's not much I could give a shit. Like,
Bro, go to QT and steal it.
well,
Nah, bro, I got a problem with that because all the QTs in the ghetto, because I got low profile tires, they don't have a tip, man. Whoever keeps stealing the fucking tip, you need your ass kicked.
Oh, to fill up your
I
air?
gotta drive all the way to Gilbert with the white folks because they never would do something like that. I've never went there and had
Bro,
a tip stolen.
what's a tweaker going to get for that? A quarter? Who's going to buy that?
I'll punch in the face, but I find it.
Well, who's stealing it? Why are
Alright.
tweakers stealing that
don't
shit?
know, but it's a common thing.
I'm about to fucking
My
vent
bad,
right.
bro.
No.
Sorry, I
I'm
get it.
I'm
My
venting
blood
right now
pressure.
because this is
Yeah.
why I'm dealing with some tweaker fucking bums right now because where we're at on this property.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, we're at a property
Undisclosed location.
Yeah, and it's about 3-4 acres, I think.
Yeah.
And I understand people need somewhere to sleep.
Of course.
Don't fucking make a mess. Whatever it is, respect the space. As what we are doing here, we will clean up and make sure this for the next people, right? Anyways, with that being said, these motherfuckers been breaking into storage, like closets and shit.
In the building. So it's a pretty big building. Would you say that, Mister?
Yeah, it's an airplane kind of thing. You
Yeah,
can park
there's-
some airplanes outside.
There's so much shit out here.
Definitely.
There's a capacity of 2,000 people in this motherfucker.
We definitely could put a helicopter pad in multiple
easily.
places here.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
So, what fucking happened? And I'm like, okay, cool. They leave their shit's gonna happen. We're in the hood. We're on the south side. This is my hood. Certain shit happens. I'm used to that. I understand that.
Right.
I could accept that.
like a pickle jar with piss in a turd in
Like
there.
Antoine the fucking bum, man.
Exactly.
Antoine the
You
bum.
gotta save it and wait for the needles to make it poison, though. But that's another story.
Dang, that's when you. No, so anyways, they've been doing some ratchet shit lately here. Remember all that trash up front? So what we think would happen?
That definitely happened.
Well, no, it did happen, but we think what happened was this how scandalous these motherfuckers are. We think they took the vacuum trash from the car wash. So basically, all that trash that gets sucked up from the car wash's vacuum,
To get all the coins and shit.
they fucking spread it.
Brilliant.
I'm talking about 20 feet.
It
of
is
just-
brilliant, but what they did here was not brilliant.
They left their trash,
Don't approve.
right?
Sorry.
No,
So
so
I thought the same thing. I'm like, that's brilliant.
I know.
What the
But then you
fuck?
see the aftermath.
If I'm ever homeless, I'm gonna steal fucking
The
car
first
wash
place I'm
bags.
headed to.
because I thought about it, I was like, I'm thinking like, what the because you gotta understand, I'm just walking up. I don't know what this shit is, so I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Like,
You know what's funny?
What
When
the
I
fuck?
when I pulled up, I told Desiree, it smells like a fucking vacuum from when you wash cars.
Oh, damn.
Because I used to be a car detail. I used to have a mobile detail business with the little trailer and shit, and that smell will never leave me, bro. Like the vacuum smells
For
wet.
life, vato.
Vato, there's fucking candy, all kinds of shit you're vacuuming up.
can I get one?
So as soon as Franco said that, I was
So,
like,
yeah. So I'm just like, so that's the type of motherfuckers I'm dealing with.
Right.
So, anyways, there's this one closet that they break into a lot, and they just, again,
jerk off in there. Bring
looking
a black
for,
light in there, bro.
looking for shelter, looking for whatever, man. They're bored. They're looking for a place to get in. I don't fucking know.
Right.
But it's happened a couple times. Actually, and here's the thing about this one particular spot is that somebody died in those vents. So
Little vent up in
that's
there.
vent diesel. So long story short, this school, somebody tried to break into so that's where we're all mystery solved. No, but this is it's an old school. It's
Right.
not an old school campus, an old elementary school campus. And
Allegedly.
This motherfucker's been around what since the
Allegedly.
50s?
allegedly.
Yeah.
50s or 60s?
No, he's good at camouflaging for sure.
So these motherfuckers, they go in there. Are you getting that? Do you have enough room?
We gotta jump over him somehow.
Hold on, man.
See how's
I
this
don't know
gonna
if this
go down?
I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh,
Two fat guys in the cat.
So, anyways, these crackheads try to break. It was like over like a spring break or Memorial Day weekend. Crackheads try to break in. One of them ended up getting stuck in the vent, dying in there. The other dude leaves. Weeks go by, and then they're like saying there's a foul smell. They check out the air conditioners, nothing. Everything's working fine. It wasn't until liquid started coming through the vents till they actually looked in there, found the decomposing body. Blah blah blah. They had there's a new. So if you look up, I think it's South Phoenix Elementary School.
Right?
Death. That you could find it.
Got you.
Like for real, this fucking like this shit's no.
no, this is legit.
Because I'm like this is like history, like
Yeah,
about
that's
like,
crazy.
and then they opened up the school.
Oh,
They
damn.
reopened the school for a little while after that.
Right?
So it's this whole like local like folklore
Right.
with the neighborhoods and people
The ghosts?
talking about it. Well, we did an actual
How
ghost
did I know?
thing.
I told you I'm spiritual. My
Dude.
bad. I don't mean to cut you off. Clairvoyant.
We got activity. We got like a bunch of
Yeah,
it's the most bizarre shit. So this was about a year ago, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, that's the type of history that's here where people like kind of breaking into the spot, right?
Right.
But they never get anywhere. They never because there's nothing to steal. There's
Right.
nothing like so. This spot, this guy ends up going in, and then I noticed when stuff's wrong because we have seats out front. Whenever there's a chair missing, it's because they take it and they take it somewhere on the campus. So
Right.
there was a chair missing,
Right.
and it was in that spot.
Oh,
So
wow.
this motherfucker ends up breaking into the storage closet, like camping out, whatever it is. Oh, how are we gonna do this? Gonna get
Same way you did it earlier.
Got it. Hold on.
You can do it.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, suck it in.
Wait, okay.
Suck it off. Suck it in. Then you begin.
So they go into the
Yeah.
spot, and they fucking where the door is, the sensor, they cut it. And this is just
The
in
alarm sensor?
This is just in the storage unit. This is there's nothing fucking, but they cut it, but it still triggers the alarm.
Oh, damn.
So now the alarm's like constantly fucking going off because this motherfucker cut it. So anyways, like that's
Cut
going
it.
on. There was-
Cut it.
He cut the
Cut
fucking
it.
alarm,
You
dude.
cut it.
And then I saw like some shit where they're grilling over on the other side.
And chilling.
You know, grilling or growing?
They're grill.
They
There's
do
a
their
little
own grilling
grill over
chills.
there.
Okay.
Oh shit!
That's okay.
Waterproof.
Get that.
All right, so what happened? Keep going. I got it.
Yeah, but I got all over myself.
He heard grilling chill. He's like, woo.
Whoa! Who's grilling?
Grilling and chilling. Hey, shake his wild down here, Mr. Bones.
So, anyways,
I've been telling these motherfuckers to come through for years.
Oh, man, bro. Damn, I'm glad
this
I made it.
this has literally been happening this week. That I've been dealing with the fucking goddamn crackhead, and I just got to like rewire some shit and whatever. But I was like, these fucking goddamn pigeons that are like these pests that are doing this shit. And how do we get on the subject of crackheads or fucking?
They've been-
You wanted
the,
to vent?
the QT with the air thing. I don't know.
Oh, and
why.
they say so
Crackheads
so
been
today.
breaking in recently.
No,
Yes.
so where the water fountain is, it's an old like we said it's an old like a school campus. So the little kids they had the little fountains on the playground where it's like three
amigos.
water fountains like hand wash
The wash
stations.
stations.
So what happened? Those were turned into planters because they weren't washed, whatever.
Yeah.
Some crackheads like ripped open the fucking piping, and they didn't take anything, but they just ripped the.
I think they were trying to take a shower, in my opinion.
But there's no water running. That's what I'm saying. There's no knobs. There's nothing. But that's what I'm like. I don't know what these fucking crackheads are doing because again, they're not taking these. Are they trying to recycle whatever it is? Because like they're taking the QT fucking
Right.
things. And
Well, I like the ones that get frustrated with QT and they don't just screw it off with a pair of pliers. They just cut it. So sometimes you pull
they're
up and it's
patient.
cut.
Hey, talking about crackheads, did you guys see that dude that got caught here in Phoenix?
What happened?
Dude, with over 2,500 catalytic converters in a storage
I thought you were
unit.
going to say those little caps.
I seen I seen that
2,500 Cadillac
motherfucker. They
converters?
stole your shit?
Bro, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
even.
dude, he had over 2,500 catalytic converters in a fucking commercial storage unit. Like, motherfucker, you're gonna get caught eventually.
Well,
I mean,
I'm kind of slow, bro. Like, I know most people like a LED light, and then they got a 100 watt. I'm like a 30 watt, and it flickers. So I've been seeing people driving around before I knew about the Cadillac converters, and with that, and they're like, look like they white.
We got
and
jacked,
rich.
motherfucker.
No, I didn't know. I just thought they had. I was like, why are they driving around in that car sounding like that? But then once I heard it was a Cadillac converter bandit, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, so now I can, when I hear them,
Yeah, so it's not turbocharged.
Yeah, I like damn.
20
Y'all got jacked.
over 25 catalytic converters, and that motherfucker.
2,500.
And he had done a 10-year stint for like aggravated driving or some bullshit.
What's aggravated driving?
I don't know. He fucking ran somebody over or some dumb shit.
God damn.
How much money is that?
I don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly what he did, but he got out in 2019.
Wow.
I was like, this motherfucker was out for 3 years, dude, and he got fucking busted again.
What's 2,500 times what? 200? How much they sell them for?
I don't know.
No, they're
'Cause
going for
Yeah, 5. That's half a meal chicken.
$500,000.
Yeah, I need that. Where he at?
You know why they take it? The titanium and the platinum inside of them.
I don't try to get it. That's just some crackhead shit. I keep it gangster. I just want to know what it go for, and I just sell
They
it.
may be even going for more and shit. 'Cause, yeah, they use the stuff that's inside.
Inside is what
It's worth a lot more money than the
Yeah,
catalytic
no,
converter
is it
itself.
gold or what is it? I don't know.
platinum and plutonium or some
What, they
bullshit.
trying to make a nuclear bomb or something in
Oh,
the
they
hood?
sell it. Yeah,
They sell it and people melt it and make fucking platinum plaques with it. That's it. The
Like
RIAA.
Man, I don't even know what that means.
You know how they make
With a 30 watt thing, I flicker.
they get the gold and silver from cell phones from recycling.
Yep, I heard of that.
So it's kind of
Essentially, on a bigger scheme, a bigger aspect, broader
Right.
aspect.
with platinum and what'd you say?
But
Titanium.
how much-
Titanium, I think.
How much is in one? Like, does anybody know the mathematical?
I think like
I'm not quite sure.
I think like $500-$600 worth.
No, I think it's in the grands.
Yeah, it's in those in the thousands. Like,
So that's why they go for 200, like everything else. You sell it for 2, but it's
Yeah,
worth
yeah.
1,000.
But if you're the fucking mathematician or
Yeah, oh, yeah, I
smart
am.
guy that's gonna break that bitch open
I'm gonna
and
start just selling
and
bars
separate
of titanium.
them, separate the metals, the precious metals.
Yes.
Then
I can do that.
then
It's
you're gonna
just
get top
A
dollar.
little chemist. I split a couple molecules before back in the day. That's another story though. Anyway, what happened?
Lil Kim. Oh, so they just caught his ass a couple days ago.
You know what might have been happening because you're asking why was he holding on to that? I remember there's a dude a long time ago. He was like my cousin's neighbor.
He stole your catalytic.
No, he was cool. He was straight.
He stole
But
that muffler.
his backyard was filled with these giant bins full of copper,
Coppers. I don't deal with coppers well.
copper, aluminum cans. It was a bunch of like scrap metal, but literally his backyard was filled with these, and he just kept saving them. And I was like, why don't you recycle them? And essentially, what he was doing was waiting until around when the Olympics were starting, because that's the price of when metals shoot up.
Damn,
So-
sounds like some Mormon shit.
Yeah,
You better leave
maybe.
them alone. They own everything in Arizona.
Dude, I saw that documentary about Warren Jeffs.
Yeah,
Did you see that
let's
shit?
talk about that after this.
Yeah, no, but that's what he said was he was saving them for like the Olympics or whatever. But that might have been what that guy was doing, was saving them for when the prices go up. That's why he had that. What'd you say, 25,000?
Yeah, so
he
he's
was
gonna wait
like
till the Olympics to sell those
No,
bitches.
no,
I bet that was just his surplus.
Yeah, he was like a
Yeah.
trader of titanium.
I think he had a team, bro, that goes out. If he snitches, we'll find out the truth. But if that motherfucker's a man of his honor,
Can you mute my mic real quick? I'm gonna adjust the mic.
yes, I can. Yeah, so he's gonna do some big time, bro. He just got out of jail, so he's on parole. He got out on parole.
Was he homeless or what was? I mean, obviously not.
Homeless, 2,500
Half a
fucking.
meal chicken.
Yeah.
He big time.
in the storage.
You know what
telling you.
nationality he was, but it don't matter. I don't want to expose anyone as far
He
as
probably sells it to some chemist that knows what's going on.
they split molecules and
They
shit.
split molecules.
Manage that.
Exactly, bro.
His name wasn't Jeff, was it? I'm just kidding.
And I don't know his name, bro.
Okay.
Bezos.
Yeah.
But the dude just got out.
Did you
and
get a picture of him? You see what he looked like?
He's a black dude with like
Damn, a black dude. I was hoping you didn't say that. Half a mil?
dude.
That's a lot of money.
I would have
bro.
never thought it was a black dude stealing catalytic converters.
Yeah, especially if he was selling
In my
to
head, it was like
that's a white boy
white
thing.
tweakers. Yeah, like
Nah, not a half a mil chicken. White tweakers set their ass.
no,
for-
but like who I thought was stealing these converters was just like Tweakers.
Yeah, well, he had tweakers.
He
Still
said,
in them.
"Oh, we can take the molecules out of here and buy more methamphetamine."
Yeah,
Sal
sold
wants
for
them.
sure. Sold them. Stole them. What the fuck am I talking about?
Catalytic converters.
Hey,
So there's money. There's money, dude, in
Oh,
the
yeah,
catalytic
apparently.
converter game.
the black guy probably wasn't stealing them, but he was probably buying them to resell them.
But he was a
Stocking them
middleman.
up.
Yeah,
You don't think he was like the
Co-founder.
the Heisenberg of it? Like he ran the mother.
that's what I'm saying. He paid.
He had a team of motherfuckers. Yeah,
he
like
paid the crackhead, the white guys to go out and steal it. He paid them
Exactly.
$200.
that sounds about right. Yeah,
he
From
cracked
my
them.
experience, and not me personally,
I'll give you
allegedly,
fucking $10 a catalytic converter.
Most
And a
black guys
sack.
know.
And
Most
a
black
sack
guys know
of
a white
meth.
guy.
Yeah,
And so the white guy had the black guy to be the muscle because ain't nobody gonna jack him. So
And the white guy's gonna do the work.
the white guy got a shirt and tie on and work for a corporate place, maybe a car dealership or a nuclear bomb. I don't know.
Or an attorney.
What would you do with a titan? What would you do with titanium? I don't know. I'm not that smart.
You sling it.
To who?
People melt it and make shit out of it.
They made
What?
it.
Titanium chains and shit.
There's titanium rings. There's titanium, probably like car parts.
So they're jury thieves.
maybe. Yeah,
you know the same way you can sell gold.
Yeah.
If you have a gold bracelet and you're
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, dude, I need money for rent this month."
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
just saying. I never drove down the street.
You know the
and saw-
average rent in Arizona is $1,800 and change a month. The average
for what?
for rent in Arizona.
Oh, I know that.
That's
Hell yeah.
fucking nuts.
That's crazy. Well,
So-
because they knew that Californians was coming out here and they needed to raise the rent because all the gangbangers was
She used to
coming
be
out
like
here, too.
$800.
And they want people to buy houses because people are going to scrape together and
figure it
file
out.
their taxes and try to get the 2 year to. Because think about it, if you get a $500,000 house at 3%, that's $1,500 a month. Why would you pay $2,000 for an apartment? So it's all a gig to get the houses sold
And then they take that big down payment.
because they know it's about to crash because it's going to go back at 6%
Exactly.
now.
So now they
get
got
back
money
the-
from you and both. They're fucking you
They
from
get
the
all the
mouth.
houses right back. You get what I'm saying?
They're fucking you from everywhere,
Yeah,
dog.
that's how the game goes from day one.
That is that's believable.
I don't see a
It's
downside.
the truth.
being-
From
The
an
truth will set you
alleged
free.
from an alleged realtor.
Yeah.
Allegedly, this guy.
realtor. Hey, you know, you got to know. You got to
You
understand.
gotta know what you gotta know.
You got to understand how everything works.
You know, Zillow took fucking crashed the market.
Zillow?
Zillow's the one who did everything that's going on right now with the housing
And
market.
and I won't say their name out loud. Open closed door. I won't say their real name.
So
but-
all the big companies. So Zillow's one of the big companies that advertises homes and your home value
Yep.
and shit.
Yep.
So what they did during the pandemic, they went and bought a bunch. I mean, tons of houses, bro.
Yep.
They bought every. That's why there was nothing on the market.
Yep.
They bought everything and they run the market.
Of course.
Zillow and these but Zillow is one of the top dogs. They run the market. They know they make their own value on the house.
Right.
Not you, not this vato,
Nah.
not the realtor, not the loan officer you're dealing with. It's these motherfuckers ran this market as it is right now. It's
a loophole.
We're in a digital era, bro.
Of course.
And they bought up Zillow bought up fucking so many properties, dude, like billions of dollars, and then they
course.
flipped them.
Right.
So they bought properties. Remember, before the pandemic, you could get a house for $200,000.
Yep.
That's worth about $500-600 now, $400.
Right.
At the end of the day, they're at least gonna double up on that.
Right.
On that
Easy.
ticket.
You want me to tell you how they did it?
How'd they do it, bro?
So look at it like this. You want me to explain it in real terms, or want me to explain it in like hood terms?
Hood. Well, we can all
Keep it hood,
understand
man.
it. Yeah,
Come
keep
on.
it
Keep it
hood.
hood.
Now, you're on the
Okay.
Roach Clip podcast.
Come on,
That's-
puto.
So let's just say say we selling crack.
Crack
And the
cocaine.
crack is not the right price. We want to drive it higher. So now we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it over. We're gonna go buy up all the blocks on the other side of town.
all the crack.
all of the clientele and the crack. The clientele is the houses, right? So we're gonna buy all the clientele. We're gonna buy it for cheap. Then on this side of town, we're gonna start selling it a little bit higher. So now they're gonna understand that now it's higher across the street. So then when we come back and say, hey, sorry guys, I know you guys are hooked on crack, and I know your grandma was sucking dick for crack. But anyway, and it's bad because you gotta have it, right? You gotta have a
Zillow's
house.
like, suck my digital dick for this
To my
house.
digital dick for this house, right? So then we raise the crack over here. So now our value that's over here that we overpaid for is exactly the same over here now, right? So the house that we bought for $300,000 over here, we bought $400,000 houses over here. So now technically it's in a 1 mile radius. Now these houses are worth $400,000.
Dude, everything's half
So
a
you
mil now.
manipulate the market. That's how you do it. Think about it. I made 100 grand over here. You lost over here, but you made 100 over here. If you buy 200 over here and 50 or 100 over here, and now your 200 or your extra 100 is worth an extra 100,000. So you make, extra 10, 20.
And now the government is raising the interest rates.
Interest rates because they need the money back.
They're what, like at 6%. 6%.
Yeah.
You got really good credit.
It's too late because now we just not finding out. The bottom always find out later. So same $200,000 house when it was 2.5%, 3%, 200 times 3 obviously is 600 roughly. So you're paying 600. Now for that same $200,000 house is 1,200. You get it? So if you're in the ghetto and the house is 300,000
plus taxes and
times
insurance,
6, you're not finna pay 2,500 to almost get shot.
Yeah, but qualifications are fucking crazy too.
Right.
To
But they're
get
gonna
approved
they do that
for a
for
house.
free.
Yeah, they're gonna start getting lenient on the qualifications now because that's when it's about to crash. Because then everybody's like, "Don't worry about it. Just get it done before 30 days is up." Because they went back and
they
fixed some
stick
stuff.
you with that 8.9%
on the back end.
on
Yup.
the back. They make it sound sweet though when you're in there.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, sweetness.
Like, this is gonna be your payment. You might get shot though in your backyard. Don't worry about it.
yeah. That's like LA. You get a house for 800,000 in the hood. You pay 6,000 a month. You got to duck behind your car before you go to work.
Isn't that insane?
It's insane.
Fuck
That's
it.
how it works.
Fuck Zillow.
Yeah. Hey, it's a big business.
Yeah,
It's
dude, like
the
a dude,
biggest business.
a realtor, dude, he showed us a house that he sold out in California.
Yeah.
It was a 900 square foot home, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, sold for $950,000.
Oh yeah, all day. I had a homeboy. He just got out of jail. He did like 25 years. He robbed a bank, and he was like, "Bones, I'm rich." I was like, "How you rich?" He was like,
I robbed the bank.
My mom died, bro. Remember the house she had? I'm like, yeah, I just sold it for 900,000.
Oh shit!
So I called my mom up.
He's I'm rich.
I cursed my mom out.
Why'd you curse your mom
'Cause
out?
She didn't buy a house. I like how I've been out for 20 years and he rich and he been in jail for 20 years.
I bought my house.
Yeah.
I bought my house right before COVID,
Oh, you
October,
good. Yeah, you
October
good.
2019.
That's good. That's perfect timing.
It was good, and then like a year later, refinanced to like a 2.8
Yep.
APR.
Good, bro.
It's like, how the fuck you ever gonna beat that?
Perfect timing. And now you gotta make that 13th payment and you pay it off. You got 30 year, 15 year, 20 year.
30 year.
Yeah, just
I'm a
add
broke
an extra
Mexican.
payment. You
I'm
drop
good,
it down
I'm
to
good.
22 years, save about $90,000. Y'all know I'm never good.
Hell yeah,
could
bones.
always-
We got
always
bones
be
in the
better.
motherfucking house.
Better on knocking suckers. Or what was it?
Beating on every sucker.
Yeah. What I
Used to walk
say?
around saying, beating on every sucker.
Somebody.
Beating on every sucker.
Why do you do that with your throat?
Because what somebody used to do when I used to walk through the house with a bunch of ghetto kids with no dads. And you know what I'm saying? It was, and they used to tell me, Bones, don't shoot the house party up. I'm like, I'm not. Only nobody tripping. We good.
Were you
And
so
then the girls was like,
were you
he's
skinny at the
cute.
time?
I was super skinny.
Yeah, that's when he was 110.
And a purple IROC with all gold rims, dipped in gold.
Who do you look like when you were skinny?
Tupac,
Tupac,
100%.
Warren
Man,
G,
you went from Tupac
Nah.
to Kanye.
Warren G, DJ
Nah.
Pooh.
Nah, DJ Pooh. I know all those dudes they're good dudes. DJ Pooh's a really good dude. I was there when he was writing the movie Friday on my mama.
Yeah, he cried.
Huh?
He cried.
He what?
He cried when they stole his chain.
Oh yeah, that's him. Yeah. I was in the studio, literally, and he had all the cameras on the ground. He was like, "Hey, Bone, I just bought these cameras for 500,000." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a whole movie with it." I was like, "What kind of movie?" He was like, "It's Friday." But I was too stupid to be like, I was hustling. I wasn't.
Oh,
paying
you should.
attention.
You could have been
I
in
said,
that
"Let me be in it."
motherfucker.
Yeah, I went to the back, and some other dude just got out the penitentiary. He was sleeping there.
You would have been. You would have been a great Ezel.
Yeah, he wrote 3 strikes. No lie. I
Three
did a
Strikes
song.
is a good
I
movie.
did a song on the movie Jason's Lyric. Yeah, with Jada Pinkett and all them. I was in the shits. Yeah, it's
You
called
made it?
Money Is the Key.
You made a song.
Rap song. Yeah, on Jason's Lyric. Yeah.
So you were a rapper.
I wasn't a rapper. I was actually my homeboy LSD, who's dead, rest in peace. He did the rapping. I cruised him over there in the Impala, and we was on Nickerson Garden in L.A. on I think Crenshaw and King, and I had my Impala outside, and I wasn't a punk, but that's their neighborhood. So all the Bloods was jacked up riding by, like, because my Impala was like a royal blue, like, you know what I mean? So I was banging on the door for Quincy Jones' son, QD3, like, let me in. So then they let me in. I went and laid down, and then they was doing the song. Then QD3, Quincy Jones' son, came in there and said, "Hey, Bones, can you do the hook?" And I was like, "What hook?" They was like, just do the hook real quick. So I was like, all right. So I was the one that said, living like a baller, low, having money and blowing hella chronic smoke. That was me all day, twice on Sunday.
What
100%.
what soundtrack is this?
Jason's lyric.
Jason. All right, I'm on
That's it. That's
Spotify.
my name, Bones. The Bones G. That's me.
That's dope, fool.
yeah,
Hell
for sure.
yeah.
I got history, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I
dude.
just hit up Cocaine. You know Cocaine would be seen in the background. For,
Oh yeah, you gotta bring cocaine over.
No. I don't know him personally, but I seen his post, and I just when I was back then, I was driving down Baseline and to Fontana, and I show you the text. He just texted me back because I was like, I know you don't remember me, you know what I'm saying? But I just texted him yesterday. I was like, I don't even remember me, but I was driving down Baseline, and it was a brother, you know what I'm saying, with an Audi that was broke down. So I pulled over. I was like, yo, you need a ride? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, bet. So he took me to his apartment, and then he told me about his twins he just had, and then he gave me his tape. He was like, yo, I do singing and whatever. So I got the tape and I smashed. So I just hit him up right now. He just hit me back. He was like, oh, I remember you, dude. Blah, 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 blah. He's like, God is good. Because I was like, God is good. You came a long way, bro. That's a long way. You get what I'm trying to say?
He's dope on the hooks.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Oh yeah.
That's him. He got that funk.
Just
That's that
go.
real
Yeah.
funk.
You know what's cool is that you guys remember each other. And you guys were like,
Yeah.
you guys were still like giving each other like props, and
yeah.
you guys recognize.
I was 105 pounds like Tupac in a purple IROC on gold rims because I was from Memphis. So nobody in LA knew what all gold rims was. You know what I'm saying?
Did you fuck with Pac at the time?
I met Pac twice. I wish I would have said something. I was being a weenie. Literally. Yeah.
He
Stupid.
froze up.
No, I didn't freeze
Starstruck
up. I
or
was
what?
Gangster.
Oh, you were like, fuck this fool.
Because back then, if you looked like somebody, it was automatic war.
Oh,
You know what I'm trying to say?
that would have been a good battle then.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was a big dude. I mean, I wasn't big, but I was with it. You know, it's different.
Yeah,
you know
your
what I'm saying?
bones, dude, beating suckers up all
I'll tell you
day.
the truth. We rented out this, it was a club called Pomona Mining Company up on a hill in Pomona. Met my homeboy JJ.
Pomona.
Pomona
Sugar-free.
City, why you
Big
bullshit?
moaner.
Yeah, JJ's a crazy.
Big moaner.
That's another story, bro. That dude, he just did 18 years and got out and then found a picture of his girlfriend with some young dude. And he was like, "Who's the dude?" And she was like, "I don't even know who he is, whatever." And then he was
Why is his
threatening
dick in your mouth?
Nah, he was threatening her, bro. And then I got no love for this fool, but I mean, we grew up together. I knew he was crazy because the first time, okay, I don't give a fuck. He was like 16, 17. He went and shot the school up, right? So
Damn,
What?
that's funny.
He's a mass fucking shooter.
at 3:00, right? So
How's that funny?
It was 12 witnesses and 10 were teachers. So he came to my house. Like we had the 280ZX on Dayton's, and he had the newspaper, right? So he come in the house. He big motherfucker, like 6'3", 240.
Mass shooter.
And he was like,
Being congratulated.
what'd he say? He said, "Hey, Bones, they looking for me." I was like, "Who?" He was like, "The cops." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's pulled out his paper. He's like, "Look, that's me right here." And I was like, "Homie, do you think it's wise? If you had the whole paper, it'd be different. But you only got the clipping of you. So if the cops pull you over, they're gonna be like, 'Yo, you think that's him?' And they're gonna be like, 'Yeah.'"
The clippings in his
He
pocket.
only has the clipping in his pocket, right? So then he did 2 or 3 years for that. And then, and anyway, he just shot this broad in the face 5 times. He went back right now. It's right there in the news, like about 8 months ago. Not saying I'm hardcore, nothing like that. It was just crazy when you meet different people. I went to school with Jason Johnby, the baseball player for the Yankees. You know what I'm saying?
Johnby.
All those people. I just went from his brother just committed suicide. Just went to the
Beaver
funeral, Jeremy Johnby, like 4 months ago. Yeah, so it's very diverse. You know what I'm saying? When you use a real one, you know the rooter to the tutor.
Thing. Inflections.
Yes.
Inflections. That's what I was saying. What you have in common with Dion Cole is your inflections. It's the expressions and all this. That's the word I was looking for.
Inflections.
Inflections.
Word of the day. What does inflections mean, Franco?
We just call that a real ninja from Mississippi.
Inflections.
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
definition.
Let's see. Let's see what Google tells
Here's
us.
the definition of inflection.
According to
A change in the
Wikipedia.
form of a word, typically the ending, to express a grammatical function or attribute such as tense, mood, person, number, case, and gender.
I get it.
Wow,
Okay.
that's amazing.
So that's Google.
Check off all those.
You checked off all 3 in the
All
second
3.
part.
Man, in any case, I apologize. I told you the word was going to come to me.
Man, so then my man's in there. We went back and did the 2 or 3 years later, and then he got out. Then he wanted to get into some other stuff. We already had it on lockdown, so we couldn't let him in because of his track record. True story, bro. And I can speak on it because I'm like that, right? It's a true story, bro. So this fool get out 3 years later, and he trying to get in whatever we had going on. We wouldn't let him in. So then he went to this other dude we knew from high school, and he gave him 10 grand. Apparently, you could turn 10 grand into 50, right? So homeboy didn't know what he was doing. He blew up, right? Literally blew up. So then he called me up and said, hey, what's up with your boy JJ? I said, what's the matter? He said, I gave him the 10 grand back. I told him I blew up. So then he was like, you still owe me 40. So then the dude was like, I'm not paying you 40. I gave you back the 10, right? So then my mans and them shot his house up. So then he called and left a message.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's pinky.
No, he did time for it. So he called him and said, hey, man, I heard what happened to your house. It's going to happen again if you don't have my money at Saturday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, see, it was pinky.
So then the dude put the camera in the bushes.
That's Big Worm, dude.
Yeah, no swear.
No, I think
did
he
the
sounded
job.
like
He got
Pinky.
18 years for that. He just got out. And then he called Big Kurt. Remember Big Kurt?
Oh, that's Big Worm right there.
Huh?
That's Big Worm right there.
The man, I don't know what that is, bro. But I knew he had problems because when he got out, Granny took me in because I didn't know where to go. And we was eating breakfast. And he came out the bathroom naked with a towel, with dick hanging everywhere. And he's like,
naked.
You don't know nothing about this, Bone. This how we do it. And Granny was like, JJ. And I'm like, what is wrong with this dude? You know what I'm saying? But he was a rider. So about later on that day, some other dude hit him up. And it was the middle of the day. And I guess he called talking shit. So he's like, come on, Bone. Let's go. Let's go to this bar. And I was like, for what? He's like, you talking shit. Then he's telling Granny, I'm going to do this to him. I'm going to do this. I don't tell my granny that. Like, that's not gangster. So we went there, and the dude came running out with a golf club, bro. Like, but Jay, I got to give him his props.
Like Tiger Woods' wife?
Yeah, bro. Except when he came running out, JJ watch my hand, he grabbed the golf club, pulled him in, snatched it back, and then just beat the shit out of him.
Dude, my mom did that one time.
No doubt.
Remember that shit?
When was this?
When my mom pulled the jack move? I
Oh,
was a
yeah.
little kid, and there was
Yeah.
like a big family fight. And one of my aunts came and swung a stick at my mom.
Oh,
like
damn.
a broomstick, and my mom caught that shit midair.
Oh, yeah.
And took it for her, dude, and started fucking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Oh,
That shit
yeah.
got real now.
But that's what happened when we moved.
There used to be so much drama in our family,
Oh,
bro.
I can imagine, bro.
I had to fucking
I
just-
know.
Honestly, like, that's one of the main reasons I don't fucking really, my entire life, I haven't really chilled with family, dude.
Yeah, I got you.
There was just too much fucking drama.
Oh,
dog.
yeah.
Too much drama. It kind of like traumatizes you, dog.
Well, yeah, my mom was cool. I remember we moved from Memphis to L.A. We was there for 2 weeks because she thought I was her friend.
From LA to
Yeah,
the
I'm talking
Bay,
about
what
Pasadena,
you say?
actually, Pasadena. And then she changed the locks on us like 2 weeks later. So we moved with some other lady. And then my mom used to be a seamstress. She sold for Levi Strauss and all that stuff.
Okay. So she knew what she was
doing.
doing.
Get down. She did it for like 15 years. So I remember the lady would started tripping on us like normal. And then she told my mom we had to get up out of there. So then she grabbed my mom's sewing machine and threw it on the porch and broke it.
Damn, that's the money maker,
Me and my
dog.
sister looked at each other and we were like, Mom's gonna kill her. So then my mom went up to her. 'Cause my mom, they call her Cat, right? So she had this one move. I don't know if it was like, I don't know. It was just, she just would walk up to another lady and claw
claw
her
her
motherfucking
face.
eyes out. She was an eyeball
Whoa,
puller.
shit.
So she clawed her eyes out, and then the lady fell down screaming, and then she grabbed the chair and broke it over her back. And knocked her out.
Fuck.
My mom was super pretty.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
savage.
So she, you know what I'm saying? Little lady. So then that was cool, but the next we got to the other spot, and that's when it kind of mentally messed me up because my mom was laid back on the couch and she was like talking to somebody, and I was listening because I'm a kid trying to see who the fuck this is. And then she was like, yeah, not a bitch can't see. I was like, Mom's ghetto as hell. I'm gonna have to be
Shit.
real tough out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Couldn't
she
come
got
on
her.
with no black guy.
She got her good.
Hey, you don't throw a woman's sewing machine and break
Left
it.
with their eyeball in their hand.
Nah, yeah, exactly.
Hey, did mom ever whoop your ass?
All the time.
Dude, I still remember
I
that.
think she clawed me one time. I still got a scar. Yeah, I didn't get up to go to school in like 6th grade, and she did the claw move on
Do you
me.
remember your last ass whooping by your mom?
Nah, man. She stopped whooping me once I joined the Cribs. Just kidding. You know what I'm saying? Once I became a full-fledged gang member. No, just kidding. Nah, it was all good. Nah, she just clawed me. I think that was the last time she tried to put hands on me.
Damn, she tried to pop your eyeballs
I
out.
think she was going for the Popeye move, bro. I was like, I don't know, you're not gonna do the Popeye move. Yeah.
When she said, fuck your little crib gang and fuck.
Yeah, I was just a
She's
regular
all
kid
whack.
then. I wasn't.
Fuck everything you
I think we
stand
was in
for.
Pasadena, bro. It was all
Big
bloods out
bones.
there. I didn't know nothing about nothing.
You ever heard of the Mormons?
They own everything. I don't want to talk about them.
Well, we're about to talk about the Mormons.
Okay, they got a gold statue that's a little black. Well, Mormons said that the black people is the devil, and they don't fuck with us. That's why. It's in their books. They said black
I
people.
definitely
Oh,
believe
that's
that.
what
Yeah,
we're talking
I
about.
never
The
read
Mormons.
it. I never
The
read it.
Mormons.
Don't they say something about black people? I don't
What
know.
was the
They
name?
say a lot of stuff about the
What's
Mormons.
that documentary?
Ooh,
There's a
black
doc.
people? No, Mormons say something about black people.
It's like love,
They said we
pray,
the devil,
or
right?
be sweet.
Love,
hold on,
pray.
hold on, hold on, hold
Look
on.
it up. They say we the devil. They say black people the devil.
So they just dropped a Netflix docu-series on the Mormons a
Yeah.
couple
What's
weeks
his
ago.
name? The dude Jeff
Bezos.
Not Bezos.
or something.
Bezos.
Jeff.
Just put Mormon documentary
understand
Netflix.
What's that dude's name?
He was the guy that wrote the book?
No, not Joseph Smith.
Oh, wow.
I said Norman.
They're like, but they're part of the same clique.
It gotta be.
Yeah.
Birds of a feather hang
Hold on.
together.
No, not
I
Murder
said
of a
feather.
Mormon.
Birds of a
Yeah,
feather.
birds of a feather.
I'm
Like leather feathers.
gonna get a feather and say birds on
Keep sweet.
Keep Sweet is what it's called.
Yeah, it's
it. Keep sweat. What'd he say?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull
I
this
be hearing
up.
shit.
Keep sweet. Okay, hold on.
It's a document.
Sound like a sweepstake.
It's a documentary on the Mormons, dude.
It's on Netflix?
Oh, here. Keep sweet, pray, and obey. So it was this Mormon.
What's the summary on there say?
That's probably better, huh?
And then we could get into it.
What should I say?
Of what
Summary?
Yeah, summary. And then we could get into what we saw.
So
what
it
we
wa-
think about this
it
shit.
was on
We're gonna
Netflix?
like you said, we're gonna keep it ghetto of what.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Eric, did you watch that one yet, Brody?
No.
It's a good one.
Keep sweet, pray. This is Google. Keep sweet, pray, obey tells the kind of saga one wants to immediately forget. Wait, I'm stoned. Keep sweet, pray, obey tells a kind of saga one wants to forget immediately after hearing it. Warren Jeffs.
Definitely. Warren Jeffs.
The self-proclaimed prophet of the FLDS, which was a fundamental.
Fundamental Latter-day Saints.
Yes. Orchestrated countless marriages for his believers while dangling the promise of eternal life in front of them.
So
What
this
did he say about black people?
so it's about the Warren Jeffs.
I'll look that up.
Warren Jeffs, his father was the prophet, dude. He was considered the prophet in Mormonism. And they used to have a thing called polygamy. Polygamy is basically you could have multiple wives. You could marry, you could have 20 wives, you could have 5 wives, you could have 3 wives, you could have 1 wife. And his pops would say he's the prophet. Warren Jeffs, I forgot his dad's name.
Wasn't that
Warren
Wall
G?
or something?
I gotta redo it. I spelled Roach Clip Podcast wrong.
It's all
I
good,
forgot to
bro.
put the A.
Fuck.
The Road Trip Podcast?
The Road Trip Podcast.
So,
blah, blah, blah.
so Warren Jeffs, his pops was like, that's how the story kind of begins, talking about his pops, how he ran Mormonism, and polygamy was legal at the time in the United States of America. And then it got outlawed, so they started building their own communities in Utah. Am I correct, Franco? Utah, right?
That's where it started, yeah.
So they build like their little communities, private property, of course, so cops can't come in or you need a warrant or whatever.
Because at that time, it wasn't, like Tolo said, it wasn't illegal, so there was no reason to even investigate. Like, well, what they'll get into.
Yeah, so we're talking about Warren Jeffs' father right now. It's
Warren G.
what was the name of the
I'm going to look him up
documentary
right now.
again?
Oh, shit.
Welcome to LBC.
Keep sweet, pray, and obey.
Keep sweet, pray, and obey.
So that was what that old dude would say, and it was basically like kind of like a mind your manners, but it was kind of like keep sweet, pray, and obey, which was like a reminder to these women, to the women.
Oh yeah, the dude from
young
work who told me about it. He would like tell them that he's the only one they need to worship and
Yeah,
do
so
not
we're-
think about any other man or whatever.
Yeah, so his pop, so that's Warren Jeffs, and his pops.
Rulon.
So his pops is the dude who went outlaw when they got outlawed in the United States. He's the one who started these compounds in Utah, I believe. Utah. That's why Utah's so big in Mormonism. They started these compounds where they still kept doing polygamy there. And once that vato died, Warren Jeffs comes in, which is his kid. He was like this kid that got kept away from everybody. He wasn't allowed to speak to people.
But they said he was like, he just kind of like came out of nowhere and he just like took charge.
Took charge because his pops was like kind of protecting this fool as the next one to step up, because that dude had like 30 kids, fool, no joke.
So that's religion. Why they call black people pimps?
Is it because of the
melatonin? Well, I'm just saying, like even the Playboy Mansion. Somebody today told me that Jim Brown and Richard Pryor, everybody used to go over there and have sex and have fun, but that would be pimping, right? But since you own a magazine and you got naked girls and they just happen to live there.
Oh, you're talking Hugh Hefner?
Yeah. I don't want to say his name, but
Hugh Pimpner.
Hugh Pimpner. So that's legal. You get what I'm saying?
That is legal.
Because he's a Mormon. He was raised Mormon, right?
No,
yeah,
well,
he was raised Mormon.
But they're not his wives.
Right, that's true.
Their contract,
They're just his lady, like girlfriends, pretty
like
much.
concubines, right?
Yeah, pretty much girlfriends. You're not allowed to marry them, but you could fuck all of them.
Well, what was crazy about before we continue, where Jeff Warren takes a position before
Warren's Jeffs, right?
Or
Warren Jeffs.
Warren Jeffs.
Warren Jeffs.
Oh yeah, because it's Rulon Jeffs.
That's the pops, right?
Yeah, and he was like an old man still marrying these. He started marrying these underage
girls, dude.
and they were saying how like because in order for you to get into essentially heaven,
You gotta have more than like 3 wives.
and then it became this whole thing where they were taking underage wives.
Oh, damn.
So like this girl.
But if you have under 3 wives, you're fucking. You're not gonna make it to heaven, dude. You gotta be fucking to make it to heaven.
And then so well, I don't want to give. Well, we'll get
Yeah,
into
we're
it.
gonna give it away.
But there was a no
Give it
no
away, give it away,
Well,
give it away now.
because you're gonna get into it. But the point where I was gonna get into it that Rulon.
Okay.
Dude,
The pops, yeah, the dad. So
was
Warren
like
Jeff's
there
dad.
was a girl that was talking about like when he married her and when she essentially had to have sex with him, and how I was like, what the fuck? Like it just became like this really like perverse sort of. He needed like caretakers, so he was marrying like these really young girls, but. It was fucking gross, but they were talking about what they, having sex with him, and immediately afterwards having to help him use the restroom because he's this old dude fucking doing this shit to like young girls.
Yeah, because these girls are probably in their 30s right now. Some of these girls.
Who, Hefner?
No, we're talking
that with that
The
Warren's
dude-
Jeff,
Yeah.
the Mormons.
his dad.
Oh,
We're talking
wow.
about his pops, how he was all old, and then he croaks. This happens on the first episode, and then
wow.
then they go to the real deal Holyfield.
Warren
Jeffs, which is his son. So his dad dies, and his son comes into like the whatever they call the service at their compound, because this fool is the main leader of this shit. And they're all like, dude, nobody kind of respected him in the beginning when he first went up, but then he fucking concocted this fucking story that his pops probably gave it to him since he was a baby. Told him, hey, bro, when I'm pretty sure, because he said, my pops died, but he spoke to me the night he died. He told me, I'm the next Messiah. I'm the next prophet of God. And everybody's like, what the fuck, dude?
they're like the Korean, the Kim Jong Un and the Kim Jong Il, like the Kim,
of these
whatever.
polygamy.
They're like that, right? Where because they even
They're
said
dictated, pretty much, yeah, dictators.
well, when the first dude died, they were like they didn't think he could die, so they were all confused. They're like, what the fuck? You're not
How
supposed to
could a
die.
Messiah
Oh yeah,
die?
they're like, I thought this fool was fucking gonna live
No,
forever
he just
or
wanted
whatever.
free punani.
No, and yeah. So, but the son had like a perfect. I can't remember the explanation he had, but it made perfect sense. Like this dude just left to go fuck more bitches in heaven or whatever.
Right,
whatever the fuck his
He had to
excuse
go.
was.
He gotta
Yeah,
go,
he
gotta
had
go,
to
gotta
go,
go.
but he had a spiritual excuse for it, and that's when the son comes into play, Mr. Warren. I don't even know.
Warren G.
Warren Jeffs. Warren J.
Yeah, Warren J, not the G.
Mr. J. So Warren Jeffs
Becomes a
into play.
producer.
It was a cool early morning. 16 Ys from my dad.
Fuck yeah, there you go. Warren J in the house.
Warren J.
Shout out Jay Filla.
Oh, shout out to Jay.
What do you say about black people?
Philanthropist.
Remember they
You know what?
said-
No. There's a lot of stuff about
Oh, there's a
because
lot?
I just said what does Mormon talk about black
Black
people?
people, they say we
And
the
it's
devil.
talking about racism. It's
We're
a lot of
recapping
stuff.
the
But yeah,
that
My
Netflix
bad, my
doc.
bad, my bad.
No, there's just so much to unpack. I think it's like 4 or 5 episodes,
Wow.
and each episode's at least an hour.
Got you.
And this shit just breaks it down, dude. 5 episodes about one guy, because his pops dies in episode 1, dog. But his pops was a piece of shit. They
Right.
just didn't have the footage, you know.
Right.
They don't have the evidence.
Right.
With his son, you know, we're in the modern era, dog. You know, I think
Technology.
I think this shit happened in the 90s. So,
Wow.
so a lot of these
Oh, like
women.
early, this is fairly recent.
When he got caught, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he started in
Oh,
in the
yeah.
90s, right? He got caught, I think, in 2003 or 2004.
Wow.
But now we're jumping ahead like rabbits.
Don't you think they all did that back in the day? Like, I don't condone it, but like, you know, the Bill Cosby thing, and I think they always doing that. I think. That was
but this
like
is
the
next
thing.
level shit. What this
Oh
fool
no,
was
he's
doing.
on steroids.
Well, see, because here's the other thing.
On
Because
steroids. There you go.
even like Mexico, they even have like they'll have like two families. One will be like a young ass teenage girl, like their girlfriend. Like
That's
that.
crazy.
That shit's like
Yeah, that's sick.
normalized, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. And then like, well, we're
mean,
just
Bill
talking about Elvis Presley, right?
Right.
We're talking
Same
about
thing.
Mick Jagger,
How old was he?
Jerry
when
Lee
she met,
Lewis.
Like 15 or 16. Nobody said nothing.
Yeah, but
What's her name?
Priscilla.
Priscilla Presley.
Yeah.
Priscilla
15,
Presley.
Lisa
14, 13. If they say 16, that means she was 13. You know what I mean? Like, they always going to throw a couple years.
Like
on
with
there.
R. Kelly and Aaliyah.
Yeah. R. Kelly. See, they all.
They faked a birth certificate. I think, to say
that's
she was 18.
crazy, man.
I read this story about Elvis where it said he would date or not or sleep with whatever like virgins, so they were like young girls, like really young girls, because he was so terrible in bed, like they would have nothing to compare it to. I don't know if that rumor's true. I don't know.
That's fucking gross.
But he
That's just gross. Dog.
that's what I'm saying. That's the type of shit, like, dude, when you really look at like fucking like entertainment, and that's when they call it Holly weird.
It's all about underage.
I remember, and here's the thing.
Everybody, all those motherfuckers wanted the underage.
Here's the other thing too. Remember when I was saying about that one dude who like was ordering the Kill a Pedo shirt and stuff like that, and this is the guy who literally created his whole persona off of pop culture, which is Hollywood, which is all that whole weird stuff.
Who was this?
That's that one dude. He always looks like he's chewing tobacco.
Kill a pedo.
Filipino.
I know.
So-
I know exactly
I'm
what
trying
you're
to
talking
share,
about.
I'm
You
trying to
Okay,
share.
okay.
But do you remember what I'm talking about though? How like the projecting thing? Do you remember that when we were talking about that on that episode?
Yep, I remember.
So what I was talking about, how like a lot of these, a lot of like anti-gay sort of like faith leaders, politicians, and really push like this anti-gay agenda. They actually end up becoming gay, being caught for like these really extravagant, like perverted sort of homosexual acts, and how they kind of project this like the hypocrisy of it. But what I noticed now is there's this movement, which again I'm totally about, which is fucking basically like killing pedophiles,
Oh, wow.
and they'll be like kill a pedo, this and that. But it's like it's the same type of
pedo?
person who's projecting, because like this guy in particular, where they'll say and they'll put it like on the back of their car, they'll wear the T-shirts, they'll do all this shit, and it's like, well, yeah, but you have like what? Like it's so confusing, and like, and it's almost like, are you trying to mask yourself being a fucking pedophile? So this guy who we're talking about, if you notice, he's always surrounding himself around really young girls, and he's always surrounding himself around like, because he's what 40, and I noticed this shit, and then he started posting stuff about the kill a pedophile, whatever, and it's like, dude, are you almost projecting this whole, I'm not one because I want to hunt them.
Right.
So, this is the guy that I was talking about, where he's like, he created his whole persona around pop culture, like from podcasting to all this other shit, and now he's going on this whole raid about Holly Weird and the pedophiles and all this other shit in Hollywood. And I was like, what? Like,
You're just praising them.
yeah, and I don't understand that, but how the fuck did we get on this subject? I was tying it into something.
Mormons.
Mormons.
Oh,
Warren
well,
Jeffs.
Black people.
but how all these different sort of lifestyles and with Mormonism, and how like, I don't want to say it's not normalized, but that's how like, and that's the thing, is I don't even know if this motherfucker's really doing it, but like I've gotten to that point where I'm like, I had to be on the lookout, because that dude's been around your daughter, right? Like he's this dude, and not saying that
Warren
he
G?
is, but it's just like, what the fuck, like this dude, like what is he about? And this isn't stuff to just bash that one dude,
Right, of course.
but I just mean like, we have to be careful, because like, how many people do we know that are like R. Kelly, right? That are just, they're singers, right? We're talking about like
Right.
people that
yeah,
we know.
all of them.
Yeah, masking themselves
Yeah, most of them.
with the
It's a long story.
the whole thing that happened with the Catholic
Yeah,
church.
exactly. They just
They mask themselves and pretend to be something just
yeah.
to
They've been in it. They've been in the game too long. When you go from broke at the bottom, you listen to the birds when you get money. When they get money, they've had money the whole time. They listen to some weirdo stuff.
And that's
you know
what's
what I'm saying.
So that's what's happening with Warren Jeffs on a grander scale.
Right.
So he convinces the people that he's the Messiah, he's the prophet, whatever word he uses. And he starts like marrying all these fucking girls, dude. I'm talking old lady. He marries from fucking grandmas.
Oh, he marries his moms.
He marries some of his moms, and they're all dressed like pilgrims, bro.
His mom's friends.
They all look like the Quaker oatmeal fucking dude.
They're his dad. Because now his dad's passed, so he's dating his dad's wives.
His stepmoms.
Yeah, but
Pretty much.
But they call each other mom. So it'll be like, this is Mom Marie, Mom.
Yeah,
Mamma mia.
bro, he has at least 30 brothers and sisters.
I just think he hated his dad.
No,
bro,
it's in
so
the
his dad's dead. So he's like, yeah,
60s.
Dad, I'm
It's in
fucking
the-
your bitch.
It's in the 60s. So this fool has
How
so
about
many
that,
brothers
Dad?
and sisters because his dad had 30, 40 wives.
Maybe his dad raped him, and that's why
How
he's
many
humping
brothers
his
and
wives
sisters
because he's
does
getting back at his dad like, you're dead, and you humped me, and now I'm humping your wife, sucker. Is that too dark? I
It's
don't know.
not too dark.
my
No, I
thing.
mean,
Not my
it
thing.
could possibly be
it gets-
I don't know.
feasible.
We gotta be
It,
something.
it gets pretty fucking dark though during this documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
78 kids. He had
What's it
78.
called?
so
Like,
78 kids.
Okay.
like-
Damn.
So he was
70.
he was
so
one of
that fool
78.
he has 77 brothers and sisters.
Man, he was a fuck machine.
Wow.
His dad was.
His dad was.
Busting nuts all day.
Every day, bro.
Just fucking, that's his job right there.
He didn't need socks or towels.
That's
or
why
paper
the
or
Fuck,
no,
napkins.
just them vages
He's putting
all
it in-
day.
Yeah, he's putting it in flesh.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a flesh man.
so
No
according
fleshlights.
No
No flesh.
according to their gospel, you had to have at least 3 wives minimum to make it to heaven. If you had less than 3, you're fucked.
I'm sorry, bro. That's some white people shit. That's like some master manipulating.
Master
How
manipulating.
you gonna do that?
Yeah, there was no black people or Mexicans in that
we were all
documentary.
bad.
So this Vato start. Okay, so now everybody believes he's the Messiah. So he's picking wives.
How you
left
gonna be
and
the
right.
Messiah? Walk on water.
Left and right, though, bro.
Tell me something.
The chicks are dressed like pilgrims, literally.
Right, that can't work with black people though, because black people say, "I'm the Messiah." Black people like, "Damn, turn this water into wine."
Bro, if you look at the lineup, if you
You gotta
look,
do something. You just can't
Depart
be like,
the
"I'm the
sea."
Messiah."
no, they believed it because he's whatever the fuck.
A master
brainwashed-
manipulator.
And most of these people grew up in that religion, so
Right,
they're-
so they go with the flow.
They go with the flow,
Like the Crips.
That's all they know.
Like it's a
Or
thing
the
to do, yeah.
They don't
I
not
messed
just
up.
go with the flow. That's all they know.
I
That's
messed
true.
up.
I get that. That makes sense.
His dad had only 20 wives. Warren Jeffs has 78 wives.
78.
So
wives.
Warren Jeffs like fucking tripled what almost quadrupled.
I'm just a
All right,
fuck
so
machine.
they show this old vato, this old fucking white dude, bro, all bald, just old fucking man. And he only had 2 wives at the time. And this is his daughter telling the story. And the dad comes on the documentary and like fucking confirms whatever his daughter said.
Acknowledges.
Not just acknowledge, he like literally confirms that shit. Where he's like, I only had 2 wives and I was already like 65 years old. None of the young chicks wanted me. That's basically what he said. And one of his older daughters was 14, I think, at the time. 14. So what this fool did, he traded this fool Warren Jeffs, his daughter, for another wife. So then Warren Jeffs marries this fool's 14-year-old daughter. And Warren Jeffs gives his old fucking geezer a wife, so he can finally have the 3 wives to descend into heaven and get jerked off for
because
life.
his time was fucking coming up.
Yeah, because he's already like in the 60s, 70s.
Why you just didn't
old
give
man.
it to her? Why you got to trade him for his daughter?
Well,
Because that's how the system works.
Because it's evil. Evil is coming on home. Coming on home.
Because think about it, if you're a part of this cult, you want to think of your daughter.
Shit.
Your daughter is going to marry this guy, so she's going to go into heaven. Like that's like your daughter marrying Jesus Christ, right? That's
Right.
their daughter marrying fucking
Pretty much, yeah.
John Smith or whoever it is. You're
Joseph.
Poseidon.
Joseph Smith,
Joseph Smith is the
whatever.
guy who found the stones. Was it stones?
The gold? No, that's Moses.
Moses.
What did Joseph Smith find for the Mormons? Like he dug, right? He was like 12 years old.
As soon as they say he don't like
He
black
dug a
people,
hole
I
and he
never read
found
the book.
some carved stone saying that he was the
You studied this stuff?
No, I learned this from South Park. Believe it or
Oh,
not.
I bet that's a good school to go
Because
to.
when I watched the South Park episode on Joseph Smith, I went and Googled all this shit, and all this shit that South Park was said was 100% accurate.
Of course, look what they said about Trump and everybody else. It's accurate. That's they got to give it to us
You got to give
in a
it
cartoon
to them.
fashion.
It's satirical.
Give it up for South Park real quick.
South Park. Oh, you got the other claps.
The butt cheeks clap.
But yeah,
Butt cheek claps.
and that was the thing is where like Warren Jeff was kind of like doing like, so whenever they could take your family away from you. So if you do something that goes against God or goes against
Warren
it was
Jeffs.
and it was essentially like you were bringing in money that didn't go back to the church. He didn't. You were possibly talking about like questioning his authority.
Yeah.
They would be like they would banish you or whatever. They would kick you out, and then they would take your family and give it to somebody else. So like that's what that's what was happening. Was like guys were literally like losing their wives.
But they're all
and
white. They're
children.
not black because they don't like black people. So how come they haven't did like
They were all white.
How come they haven't
100.
did like a Columbine or nothing? How
Check
come
this
ain't nobody
out.
lost
They
their
were all
lead?
100.
They took away their guns. Right? Remember that? That was one of it. He took away their guns. He would do this whole, what was it called, Zion, like the where they would go, or so basically all the able-bodied young men were essentially like
Stripped.
slave labored.
Wow.
So they would send them to wherever it was to build this compound,
got it.
and then so
In Texas. It was in Texas.
yeah, so they go from Utah to Texas to
To build like this fucking big
Yeah.
ass getaway compound. Dude.
That's why he would land all the jobs too, because he would put in fucking
high bid.
child labor and shit, dude, and then his bids and all that.
So
stuff.
that's
Yeah, there
so
you go, bro.
contractors wouldn't have their biggest what's it called, cost is
Right.
labor.
Right.
Yeah.
So they had slave labor to do all
course.
this work.
Kind of like picking cotton. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was a
And
big
then- and
commodity
then-
back then.
And they essentially did
Woody,
it.
'cause you know me.
That's what the religion did it with these young men.
Right, of course.
So it was a bunch of old men who were kind of like paying their dues, and again, this kind of good old boy circle.
Right.
But it was in the Mormon faith, and these guys who were like his generals, more or less, just kissed his ass or
Right.
whatever it was. That were getting these younger women, that were getting like these more lavish sort of lifestyles.
There was one point in the documentary where
Wow.
Warren Jeffs goes, the Olympics are coming to Utah this year.
Oh yeah.
He's like, we gotta fucking leave. We gotta leave, and he built more compounds like on the
Oh,
board.
he said the world was going to end.
The world was everything was gonna get blown up or whatever. And he's like, we gotta leave. Wherever the fuck they were in Utah, they had to leave to they built a town by a mountain, and somewhere in Utah, and then one in the Arizona border.
Arizona, that's close.
One of the Arizona borders, they built these two fucking towns, and they took everybody's kids and whatever. They all just got separated and left to these towns because
But how come the government ain't stepped in? Isn't that like a
no. But
plan?
check this out. So he's claiming that when the Olympics come to Utah that year,
Mormonism.
the world was gonna end. Everything's gonna get blown up except where he built these things. Like, we're safe here. And when the Olympics ended, like, the world didn't end.
They went back.
And people were questioning this for like, what the fuck, bro? Like, the world didn't end. What's going on? And he's like, oh, that was just a test. He says that was just a test. They're
It sound like a crackhead in the streets of South Central.
pretty much, dude. So he was testing these people's faith in him.
I thought you was gonna buy food. They had a beer. It was like it's a test.
And then once he figured out, like, dude, I got these people in the palm of my hands, he just ran with it. He started marrying underage fucking females, grandmas. He didn't go. If you look at his lineup full of fucking people he married, I'm not joking, dude. It was grandmas to middle schools.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Where was the
really
cops at? Was it not? Was there a certain age in Utah? Maybe like you got to be 14.
The
to
cop,
marry
the
type
cop,
of
the
scenario?
cops were part of his fucking cult,
Who shot you? Was it gangbangers? Had to be.
right? That's what it was. Is the cops were part of the cult.
Is that what it was? I don't remember.
Because I remember
that part.
one guy they were talking about Warren Jeffs. He was like,
Oh yeah, there was an ex-cop right there.
yeah, and they was like sheriff or whatever, but they had their own police force. And then like everybody they would like banish or whatever it was, they had nowhere to fucking go because it was a whole fucking city. So where were they gonna go? So they had like no choice but to come back, or because they're in the middle of the desert.
That's crazy.
And then
And then when let's jump forward to where you said why wasn't the cops involved and all.
Yeah.
So let's jump forward to where the government finally gets involved.
Okay.
What the government does, they bring a bunch of buses. So they leave Utah to this fucking place in this big ass fucking compound that he had been building in Texas. He's like, hey, dude, the feds are on to us. We're all fucking leaving. You don't have a choice.
Exactly.
They all leave to Texas, but then they get the warrant in Texas. And what they do, they take everybody's kids away.
Who, the feds?
The feds.
Like CPS,
Yeah.
pretty much.
The kids, just the kids.
Danger.
From babies to fucking teenagers to kids, you know what I
Right,
mean?
of course, they should.
They take them all and then put them in this fucking encampment pretty much.
Where they sold them somewhere else?
They just
I'm just kidding.
they didn't
I'm
do
just
that,
kidding.
but
Scratch that from the records.
they never give them back to their parents.
But
And that's where it gets like sketchy. It's like,
so
yeah,
it gets international.
you're in this fucked up cult, right?
Yeah.
You're in this fucked up cult that you grew up in, but now they're fucking stripping your children away.
That's the consequences.
If you have children though, you know how much that shit hurts.
Yeah, I got kids, but I ain't finna give my kid at 12 to know Messiah.
No, we're talking about like the government. We're talking about like.
Oh yeah,
like,
well,
same thing.
if I had my kid around where he or she were potentially going to be given to the Messiah who don't like black people, then yeah, you got to do the right thing. You got to be mentally stable enough to think, hey, this is not good.
But you gotta think about it
So that
in their
broken
perspective. In their perspective,
Right, I know it's their kid.
where they were born into that fucking bullshit.
They were groomed.
Whether it's bullshit or not just groomed. There's generations in that.
Yeah, but if you don't have an intuition, bro, like God's within everybody. So
Well,
that,
yeah, yes and no.
If
That's
you
the-
look in the mirror and you can't say something don't feel right and act on it, like I would have been a dead slave. And
Yeah,
left
but that's you right now.
as soon as I was back in the day too, because it's in my spirit.
No, but
my
that's you
DNA.
right now with all your knowledge.
No, my DNA. If they hit me with the whip back in the day, I would have been like, damn, that shit hurt.
But
I don't think I'm gonna do this shit tomorrow. I'm about to kill all the motherfuckers.
what I'm saying, that's you saying it
I'm a
right now.
rider. Yeah.
That's you saying it right now.
Yeah.
Not being groomed and born into it, which is different.
You ever
because
heard of a wild dog?
no,
I'm just
I
kidding.
believe it. You
I know what
could
you're
have and you
saying.
couldn't
It's like
have.
a tiger. It's like a tiger been in a cage. He's a nice guy.
Nice guy.
If you catch him in the jungle, he's a bad guy.
It's just like it's so fucked up, dude. The whole situation, how it ends. They take the kids.
Oh, shit.
They indict this motherfucker, and he's found not guilty on all that shit.
Not
dog.
guilty?
Yeah, I think he only does
What'd you
what,
say?
like fucking 3 months probation or some shit.
Big money. That's money talk right there.
And then a lot of people don't want to. A lot of people don't leave the religion,
Yeah, because they're saying
all
that
they know?
they are safe and they're happy and all this other stuff.
and they're like, "Why the fuck the government come and interfere with this shit?"
Maybe I've seen that, man. But so they was messing around with some kids. Usually get 100 years for that.
Well, that's
How'd
the,
they
and,
get
then,
away
and
with
so
it?
they're like saying no, there's no underage marriage going on here, and then so
When they finally do the duty, right?
because that Mike Watkins, who was a news reporter for Channel 3, he was like documenting all this shit when it was going on, and he was one. Did he push it, or like for
I think so.
investigation or
Because it finally left the sheriff's office and went to the feds.
Right?
And once the feds got the warrants to get in the compound, they found so much shit on this guy.
oh, one girl escaped. Remember, she said how she hopped the fence
And she called, right?
yeah, and she ended up calling like
Calling the feds or whatever.
this part's kind of fuzzy, but yeah, she escaped, and that's how they got her story. So she was underage,
And
it
he
was
ma-
like
and she
rape.
married that dude, yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
wow.
or accessory to rape or something like that, and that led to investigations because she
And-
was underage.
And they finally go into this fool. Dude, this motherfucker was crazy. He was like Batman.
Right.
You had to like pull a book out and like these walls would open.
Batcave.
Because they did like the warrant search and they didn't find shit.
Right.
They went to the temple or something, right?
Tupac just touched that girl butt and he got 3 years, 6 years in the pen. He never touched her. He just touched her butt or some shit like that. But it's just weird.
Hey, bro, he ain't
He
never
married
touched
him.
Biggie and he ended up dead.
Ah,
He ain't never touched Biggie and he ended up dead.
ah.
You know what I mean?
Wait, what? He never did what?
He never touched Biggie and he ended up dead.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes
yeah.
your mouth could get you in more trouble.
Oh, all day.
than
Oh,
what you
that's
really
what he
do.
said. What only thing you change? My big mouth. about big. But if you hyper and you don't really care, man, you're not trying to Jew nobody out of nothing. You're not trying to be sneaky. You're gonna be a talker. It is what it is. They either gonna hate it or love it, but everybody gonna hate it because everybody want to be quiet and sneaky.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But
the feds finally found they found this hidden room in the temple somewhere in that Texas fucking compound.
Well, there was like that fuck bed. Remember?
what the
yeah,
hell are y'all talking about?
So no, there's a compound it was like a mausoleum, right? It was like a church but it was
yeah,
big
like
ass
a temple. It looked like a temple.
A museum?
Okay? And then there was
That was his
in the
bedroom.
back, in the back there was a bed. It almost looked like a surgical bed, like an altar almost, but it was like this fucking bed.
Yeah,
that
like
was-
where
it was
they
all
lay you to
white.
rest, kind
Yeah,
of.
and then like that was like his fuck altar. So he'd bring like his wives or like young whatever it was. and-
Yeah, he's like,
But why would somebody think that's God? Like that feels evil. I look at that shit and be like, this ain't God.
yeah, but that's you, and you know what you
Okay,
know.
true that,
You
true
know
that.
what I mean? These people don't know nothing,
But you can't be that dumb.
people are
bro. No, not just people are. Think about you as a baby, and you
Yeah.
don't know nothing else outside of that world.
But if you got God in you, you're gonna be like, something don't feel right.
Yeah, that's 1 in a million.
But then I came down the line twice. I got smacked twice on the ass.
Well-
Everybody else got one. Oh, this Bones. Pop, pop.
there's 1,000 of people that are in Bones that fell for this. So that
Damn.
and what was crazy is behind this sex bed there was like another room, right?
Yeah, dude, he had like a hidden room, dude, that
Or-
these motherfuckers uncovered. I forgot how.
Oh, it's a vault.
It was like behind his bookshelf, though.
Yeah, and it was this fucking vault.
Oh yeah, it took a bunch of work to open it.
Yeah.
And they had to call like all kinds of teams to fucking finally. They couldn't crack the code, so they had to fucking figure out how to break that
that's
bitch
just
up open.
crazy.
This was the most gross part because that's when it was like terabytes of like
gotta see
documentation. It was like
There you go.
it was like terabytes of document. It was like all this stuff, like marriage license, all this stuff that they kept. And at this point in the documentary, it was like marriages and all that shit, but it was also videos of him, just in general, like videos. But there was and then this one it was kind of like flashing a bunch of pictures of like him with like these like grade school or like early high school girls sitting on his lap, kissing him, and I was like, what the fuck? And it was all this like fucking baby dicks just fucking my eyes, and I was like, what the fuck? Like
Right.
I don't like they said it's a documentary you want to forget, but these images were popping up, and it's like that's how this motherfucker was, like this pervert who was yeah, okay, cool, whatever your beliefs are with multiple
Religion.
wives, but these are like little girls.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's fucking crazy.
That's why he didn't do no jail time.
No, he did.
Oh, a long time. Like
So
forever?
when they he's
Okay.
he's done
He's
for.
done.
And this was so
Nothing happened to him in jail yet.
he's still alive, right?
He had to die.
No, I'm pretty sure he's still.
Let's fact check it.
Yeah, we'll check it right now.
I think after all that shit, he still only got like fucking 2 years.
No. He's like
He got like 30, 20.
he's done. Like he's in
After-
jail.
Okay, because that first they had let him go though, right?
Right, he's supposed to shut
I
up.
don't remember the first one. I think he did get away.
Did you talk about the tapes they found, the recordings?
Yeah, well, what was it like? I talked about how it was like the weddings and stuff like that.
¿Dónde está el baño? Órale, pues.
Pa' allá. Straight down the
Straight
hall,
down
make
all
a,
the way
make
to
a
the right. You'll see the baño.
Yeah, so after they found that hidden little bed temple and shit, they found all kinds of shit, documentation, fucking boxes, dude. Like a lawyer has, just boxes of shit. This motherfucker had that shit. And they found recordings, dude, tape recordings of this fool talking to his wives, dude, before bed. That fool was straight up fucking sicko, dog. Just some of the shit was like, God wants us to do this type of shit, you know? And then he'll be like, that motherfucker asked him to put a plastic covering that he had for that bed. And no lie, bro, it looked like where you got fucking a funeral at, like where your fucking coffin would be sitting on.
Oh, all right.
That's what it looked like. It was a little tiny bed, bro, like a fucking twin size bed. And he's all telling on the tapes, he's all telling them like, you're anointed by God. Like you guys gotta love each other. You gotta like love each other's parts.
because he had two girls. Like
He's like, you gotta love each other's parts. You guys gotta kiss each other's fucking body parts. And he's like, make sure you put that plastic covering over my bed because I don't want to get fucking shit all over it, dude. That's one of the nuttiest goddamn things ever, dude.
Yeah, so he is still alive, but the thing that's crazy is he was found guilty in 2011 on 2 counts of child sexual assault
2011 barely.
and has remained behind bars ever since.
And just 2 counts.
On 2 counts of acting as an accomplice to rape.
Just 2 counts, bro.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. But he's serving life behind bars.
Okay. That justifies.
Yeah, I mean he is.
Hey, there's one thing I did want to talk about. Yeah, go watch that documentary.
It was interesting. And you know what the crazy thing about it too? Well, watching it, it's like how religion, because it's a lot about the what's it called, religion
On that side of the pole.
religion and control over women, and it was their control over what women do, and what we're seeing now is like their control over their bodies when it comes to abortion. Like there's parallels, right? Like if that's an extreme, but how far are we going? How far does religion go? And we're looking at that where it's crossing into like our political system. We're looking at that how it's crossing into like our freedoms of reproductive health and all these other things. So I thought about that with this with that documentary, because also they were talking about how he was on the run. So people are like giving him like, what was it, they were giving him $300,000 a week, or right? It was like $300,000 a week.
Oh yeah, people were going broke paying this motherfucker, dude.
They were taking out mortgage, like second mortgages, all this other shit, but they're giving their tithings to the church. And he was like in fucking Vegas watching porn with like his wives and fucking doing all this like ratchet ass shit. And he was flying like all over the world. It was like Rocky Point or where the fuck he was. So, anyway.
Oh shit, Rocky Point, that's a good one. Nah, but yeah,
Probably not
dude,
Rocky Point, because if he was on the run,
definitely a sick bastard. Definitely.
yeah.
But now we're on the topic of documentaries. You guys had a documentary viewing last night, right?
Yeah, for Riotville, USA.
What is that about? Did you watch it?
I did. I watched the beginning of it, then got called away. But there's another part of it that actually really like fucking upset me, and I'll talk about it in a second. But essentially, what it was is this documentary called Riotville, USA. It was a very last minute screening. They're from Georgia, and they're kind of passing through, and they're like, "Hey, can anybody show this screening?" I had the facility, so I was like, "Cool, let's set it up." And then we set up this screen over here again, Riotville, USA. And so what it's about, it's called "Defend the Forest of Atlanta." And apparently, the way it was pitched to me was kind of like an anti-police sort of documentary. But what it was essentially about was so Atlanta is a forest city, meaning it's like a city in the forest. And I didn't know this, and it's surrounded by forest and whatnot. In the middle of the forest, there's like a police compound or a training facility, and it's like a mock city that they made to do like drills for riots, to do crowd control, whatever it is. Now what's going on is they're wanting to like spend millions and millions of dollars to expand it and take over like I forgot how many acreage of land, and basically take out the forest for this like huge compound, which is like going to be a training facility for the police, and it's going to have like a park for their families. It's going to have like the equestrian barn. It's going to have like all these different like little spots. And it's essentially what's happening with it is it goes back to like the history of slavery. It goes back to like the Civil War and how they used this land for slave prisons, essentially, when they were free, but they were living on the land because they're free and they have nowhere else to go, so they're being under arrest. So they're put in these again slave camps, and then it turned into a police facility. And there's like long ass history of like and how like the military would use it too. The military would use it for riot control, and it had to do with other civil right movements that were going on at that time. So now they're wanting to again build this giant mock city where they can do riot control, and not only that, but now Hollywood is getting involved because they want to use that land for their movie sets, and they want to build these big ass sound stages all on these properties.
That's in Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta. So that's why they call it Defend the Forest, but it's actually about policing and all this other stuff. But anyways, it has to do with the environment. It has to do with houselessness. It has to do with policing. It has to do with racial or environmental racism. It has to do with just racism in general. It has to do there's all these aspects that's actually hitting on. That was really interesting, and I was getting a lot of these facts at the beginning of this documentary because it kind of had this panel discussion. So anyways, I was in there for about an hour, and like I said, it had a dip. But as I'm kind of viewing all this information, and this part where I want to talk about, so, it was all white people in there. I was the only minority. There might have been like 2 other people that I was questioning.
White people.
I ain't saying nothing.
No, but because I speak on this a lot. I speak on this subject a lot. So, but it was all white people in there who came into like this community because they were like, you could tell they're not from this community. So they came in to support this like young filmmaker, to learn about like the process, to have dialogue, all these other things. And I had put it out there. So you're talking about people that I know that are activisms behind, again, homelessness, that are behind environmental justice, that are behind criminal justice, that are call themselves abolitionists, that call themselves just community activism. They call themselves community organizers. All these fucking things. Not one of them showed up to see what was going on and what the conversation is. And it's like, you call yourself an activist. You call yourselves all these fucking things. You can't even show up when this film or whatever it is. Never mind about the film, but you can't even show up when stuff like this is going on in the communities you talk about supporting. When we talk about the most densely populated populations of Latinos and black people in all of Arizona is in South Phoenix, and only white people are coming out to support. And all these motherfuckers are talking about anti-police. All these motherfuckers, all these politicos and all these other like fucking little square-headed Mexicans that are talking about like, you know, Si Se Puede. All these black organizations that are talking about, you know, Black Lives Matter, that don't happen in South Phoenix, again, that happen in downtown, that happen where the most marginalized community is not. They don't come, and they're not fucking supporting this shit that's happening here. So that's why I'm so fundamentally against a lot of these nonprofits, against a lot of these like organizations that say what they're about, because they're not. And that's one prime example. Because all these motherfuckers come out with their hands out. All these motherfuckers say, oh, we're about helping the community. We're about all this shit. But when stuff like this is coming out, where they're not coming out to support because they're not a part of it, because maybe they have a thing to learn, because hey, maybe there's a way we can start a coalition, because this is how you get white allies to infiltrate these circles so they can be the voice, or to at least open the door while we come in. And these are just prime examples of all that shit. So like, I could keep going on and on
right.
about that, but like, I noticed that yesterday. I noticed the lack of support, the lack of real representation.
I know what it is.
What's up?
It's called facial recognition. Meaning, motherfuckers that want their face on, they don't want their face on there like that, because whatever they making money on and profitizing on, they get their face out there and they're really doing what they say they're gonna do, and they gotta have everything in order. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
they profit off trauma.
Of course.
And then that's like, I was like, this is a free event. This is in the hood.
Okay.
This is a place where you can be. And like you said, but like you think like, oh, it's the white people that are wanting to profit off it.
Right.
Nah, it's our own brothers and sisters that are doing it.
Of course.
we push the black and brown candidate
Right.
to be our voice, to do all this other stuff. But what does that voice matter if they're still doing only business with white business owners?
Because it goes like this. Once you understand how it works and you get in the real world, then no matter how prolific you are with unity and all for one for all type of scenario, you find yourself adapting to the system in place.
Yup.
So that's how that works. You know what I'm saying? When the black man or the Hispanic man or whatever race gets in a position of power just a little bit, they have to conform over to the politics of how it's really run or ran in the real world because they get greedy.
Yeah.
So
They become part of the system.
of course.
And this is, and again, how I've talked about how I've brought this up many times, right? Like, I mean, that's kind of where I call out the culture vultures. I call out the trauma vampires.
Of course.
I call them out. And this is just another example of that. And you can go back and listen to the podcast, like feel free, go back to listen to our earlier episodes.
Right.
I've always talked about that stuff, right? I've always talked about that with, that's the problem with these nonprofit movements.
Right.
That's a problem with a lot of different stuff. And so I wanted to touch on that because you asked me about it, and I was like, that was one thing that I noticed. So the documentary was really interesting. It was a little long, kind of, it had its moments, and like I said, I had to step away. But Riotsville, USA, it talked a lot about again about the history of like that area and the land use to what its future plans were. That, like I talked about, they want to build this huge compound for police training, but what they're doing is this compound is going to be like, it's going to be the biggest in the country, and then what it's going to do, it's modeling like the police behavior for the rest of the country. So they're saying, cool, Atlanta spent $1 billion, $2 billion on this compound. Let's take that money away from, again, our school system. Let's take that money away from our infrastructure. Let's take that money away from health. Let's take all that money and give it again back to the police. When we're having evidence like in Ubalde, like they took 40% of the budget of the city's budget to do shit. And now we're seeing that with Phoenix PD, of how Phoenix PD is now is that they didn't do their job and they're not responding, and now they're saying, oh, we need more money so we can respond, so we can recruit, so we can do this, and this. And that's exactly where now you look at what's happening now, and then you look at what like Georgia's doing with these extremely big police budgets. Now the rest of the country is going to start giving more money to that. So it's really interesting because you see what's happening and you see how they're like angling it, I guess would be the word. But then you see how like it's completely faulted, like in what happened in Ubalde, right? Like how
Baldy.
they're talking about like tearing down the school, kind of like getting rid of all the evidence and all this other shit. So, anyways, it kind of went off on a tangent, but the documentary was cool.
What's the name of it again?
It's called Riotsville, USA, because they used to call this fake. Like I said, it was a little mock town, and it was from like the '60s, and it was like, have you ever been to Rawhide? Like,
Rawhide.
Yeah, I was like those fake little. It was like that, like the little general store.
Right.
They go and they march and get like the college students that are rioting and throw them in the back of the paddy wagon, but then they were like rolling out these huge fucking tanks that were like literally like flamethrowers and sonic waves and all this like again in the '60s, but like that's how they would combat and like run terror on like the public to like to check them. The people, us.
What people?
I'm sorry?
Lower life people?
You know what?
People as a whole.
You know what's funny that you mentioned that? So they would run these drills on military, like the military. I don't want to say volunteers, but they had I don't know who it was, but they were mostly white.
Right.
But it was, and they broke it down because at that time, and I can't remember exactly what it was. There was like a riot or a movement. It was like a civil rights thing that was going on, but it was basically to combat, which was civil rights, black people. Right. It was or black rights.
Tell the truth now.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was to combat these again, they call them riots,
of course,
as they did a year or two ago, 3 years ago. They called them riots, but they're like peaceful protests. But that's why they were doing this stuff. So now they're taking up more of the property. So now you're talking about, again, when I was talking about houselessness, you had homeless people that are living in the forest, that they had whatever their own communities. So now what they're doing is bulldozing those communities, right? They're disrupting those ways of life. Of course, like the animals. Oh, they're talking about like, and it was like environmental justice, because I was talking about how like when you take away those trees, when you take away that forestry, the heat goes up. They're called heat islands, I think it was. Anyways, it was all these really like fucking like really interesting points that it really hit on in a part of the country I've never fucking been to.
Right.
So I'm learning, I'm taking in all this fucking knowledge, and I'm like, damn, dude, this is just interesting. Yeah, it's boring at some parts, but these motherfuckers here in Phoenix that talk about all that shit, it's like, why are you not here? Like, not necessarily learning, but just taking information, or at least seeing the room of the people that are interested in this. And then you could say, hey, if you want to help locally, if you want to help within the space, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm changing it, whatever it is. Yeah, man. And honestly, man, it made me sad. Not sad. It made me.
Then you go Mimi.
Go Mimi.
Go Mimi.
Well, the people in the middle
Mimi.
give a fuck. The people that's actually experienced it don't give a fuck, and the people that's on the top don't give a fuck. So if you got two people that give a fuck on both sides, you only got us in the middle. So nothing happens.
But you know why it called me out, or you know why, like, it almost called, like, that was a slip, but like it kind of like called me out, right?
Right.
Because I said, like, I saw these people on like Jessie was there, who does a Schoolhouse Radio. So shout out Jessie. She's like a champion, and she's about like social justice. But like when I was there, I said we should work on this, because homegirl that was here, her name's Alma. We were talking about doing like a community garden and a couple other things. But I was like, as a matter of fact, last night, my homegirl Alma and me were talking about doing this stuff, and then Jessie was like, oh yeah, that'll be fucking cool, whatever, blah blah blah. So I was able to connect them. But that was just shit like on a really, really small scale. So I went in there with sort of that intention, but like a lot of other people that I've talked to that say they want to make a change, that say like all this shit, they're full of fucking shit.
Right.
I don't want to say all of them,
Right.
but like a lot of them where I was like, I knew you're full of shit, and this is just one example.
Right. Like my dad said, don't let your friends piss on your back and tell you it's raining.
Why is it so hot, Dad?
And he also said
Why is the rain so hot?
a woman always has three different men. They got the money man, the honey man, and the goddamn fool. Now the honey man pay all the bills. No, excuse me. The honey man is there for all the other boyfriends up and down. The money man pay all the bills. And the goddamn fool don't know about the other two.
You're a honey man.
I'm a honey man. So he said, son, you need to be a honey man.
What it did was, I have, and you know this, like I've called out people before in the sense where I was like, hey, watch this. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. But what ended up happening was it proved me right on a lot of people. Like, I give people the chance to prove me wrong. And I was like, hey, prove me wrong, whatever it is. Whether you're clout chasing, whether you're just here to fucking pat yourself on the back for whatever reason.
Give me a blowjob.
Yeah, just give me a little, not even blowjob, a little handy. Just a little.
Stroganoff.
Just put your fucking, grip the dick and just do this.
Beef stroganoff.
Just like you're lighting a lighter. That's all. That's all.
All it takes.
Child safety.
Got to put their finger on it and no, but that's what happened yesterday. Is a lot of these groups, a lot of these activists, they proved me right.
Oh, every time.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
you fucking proved me right.
Only real person in Hollywood I met that was black was Monique. Back then with the Parkers, because my buddy played on the Parkers, and she was a real one. You know, she
Yeah.
has a hard time right now, right?
And
Remember
Monique suing Netflix for like $30 million.
Yeah, but she was real back then. She didn't have to talk to my black ass. And every time I met her, she was like, Bones. Then I met this other girl because they had like a premiere, like their 2-year episode or whatever. And I went there and I had some braids in my chin or whatever, white shirt or whatever. I'm getting there. I go to the bar to get a Long Island iced tea, give it up for Long Island iced teas. So I get to the bar and then I look over. I see somebody, like a prominent black woman. And I literally just said, hey, how you doing? And she was like, security. And fucking security came and grabbed me. And
Was it Monique?
Nah, Monique was solid. It was actually Kim Whiteley. I don't want to
Kim
say her
Jong-un?
name. Nah, she's a light-skinned black lady back then that was on
Yeah,
BET.
Kim Jong-un. She's light skinned,
Called
right?
security, bro. I literally
Light-skinned
just walked
chinita.
up and I said, oh, hey, because I recognized her on BET, Black Entertainment. So I'm black. I figured I'd give some homage and just be like, hey.
You were too black.
Apparently, because it must have been the motherfucking braids in my chin, but she flipped
I
out.
thought
She
you were
was-
Dulce.
Dulce,
You're about
like,
to fucking
I was
Sea
about
walk-
to have it
sea
before
walk
Dulce,
for me
you know,
real
on my
quick.
mama. You know what I'm saying? So then she called security. They grabbed me up. They were literally walking me out like this. And I was like,
Like
fuck
Big
all
Sick Man.
y'all. All y'all fake. Black ass motherfuckers. You supposed to be on BET. And you, I was just going crazy.
You
And they-
fucked up.
You went crazy.
Long Island iced teas. I think that was number 7.
you
but
fucked
but
up,
my
bro.
high was straight, bro. It wasn't a drunk high. It wasn't like an high. It was like, oh, you know what I mean? I met
Now I'm thinking straight. Let's say after.
on my
5
mama.
Long
I met
Island
when we did the movie. I met Jada Pickett. Same shit. I went up in there and I
Lights.
seen her.
Did you tell her?
Did you make out with her or have sex
Hell
with her?
no. I went up to
Did
her.
you like they're about to make G.I. Jane 2?
Nah, they act different, bro. When I went up, I swear,
and then
bro.
Will Smith came and slapped your ass.
Bro, I did a song on the soundtrack, and I walked up to her, and I tapped on her shoulder, and she looked around like, and I was like,
I'm Bones,
you know,
bitch.
good job on the
I'm
movie.
Bones. I say
Nah.
fucking ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Right, nah, she was
I look like
literally,
Tupac, bitch.
tripping.
You're fucking
I swear, bro.
camote.
That was a Tupac story. I just want to tell that story. That's how it all started, because it was Eddie Griffith, the comedian. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know him.
I know who he
And
is.
his brother.
Like, foolish.
We came
Call
in with
me a
those
fool,
fools.
but
Yeah.
you can't fool me.
We came in with those fools. And Tupac was in front of us with a backpack. And we was walking behind him. And then he stopped. And then Eddie Griffith.
Did he collaborate and listen?
Nah, Eddie Griffith's brother was like, "Nigga, get out the way. Don't nobody care because you Tupac." And so he kind of looked back at us like, what? Because, you know, he needed some real people behind him. So then that's when they went over to the circle with Death Row. And I went over there and they was all doing their dance. That's when that song came out. What would you do if you could fuck with me? So I was in the circle dancing.
Yeah, my
that nigga Pac saw me
crew.
because I was with Eddie Griffin. Then ran
That's
over,
DPGC, baby, all day, every day.
jumped on my
Dazzling
case,
corrupt.
started smashing him a little bit. So I got hot, walked away. That's when I seen Jada and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And she was like, and I was like, "Oh no, I did a soundtrack on the movie. I just want to tell you a good movie." And she's like, oh, I was like, "Money is the key." She's like, oh, thank you. But that initial,
That was my least favorite song on the soundtrack.
yeah, that was sucked. It fucking sucked, bro. Was it all that? You know what I mean? But I run across people now that are like, they listen to this
They
shit.
fuck with it, yeah.
I didn't know they listened to it. So anyway,
What
it was called Money is the Key.
Oh, Money is the Key.
Yeah, but my point is
Money
like
is the key.
when you get to that
Money
level,
is the
bro,
key.
you don't have
Turn
that
that fucking
camaraderie no
key.
more. You know what I'm saying? You just don't. It was it's hot like hell. I got my bell on tough. Bought another house because one ain't enough. All I ever wanted in my life was some ends, a cellular phone and trucks, a drop top Benz. Fuck what you saying? I don't really love a hoe. Blah 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 blah. Whatever.
And what part did you do, the hook?
Just a hook, living like a baller, low, having money and blowing hella chronic smoke and die.
I bought my mama a Benz.
My boo boo.
Yeah, that's legendary shit. Because then Snoop took the hook later and did the same fucking hook. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, murder.
No, on my mama, that's me, 100%.
Murder was
I was
the
like
case.
90, 91, 92.
Dad, you
I
were
think-
92 years old?
Damn,
91,
blood.
92, I was, I graduated in 90, so I had to be 19, 20. And then that's when Snoop had to fade. With the 187 on the
Doggy
undercover
style.
cop. Yeah. Because it's 187 on that. And then I'm hung out with Grim. Grim was Endo Smoke. That was my little homie.
Can you?
Are you high? Whatever you do,
smoke
motherfucker,
yet? Oh, yeah.
you better not choke. This ain't no stress. It's a motherfucking endo smoke.
That's
That
how
shit.
Warren G got his record deal with that.
Nah, but he
Am I
fucked up. That's why he
you?
fucked up with Warren G because he came to me. He said, "Hey, Bones, they coming to see
At
Grim."
Bones, Warren G wanted to sign me.
Nah,
I said,
he was already with
This
him.
motherfucker said
Bro,
he Dr.
If
Dre
you-
brother.
If you out
This
there, you
motherfucker nigga running a
Bro, he ain't no Dr. J, brother. Bro, with bones, that's in ruin your
bro,
life.
Hey, bro, you gotta watch. You motherfuckers make mistakes, bro. They get one chance in their life and they fuck it off. He literally came to me and he was like, "Hey, Bones, Warren G and Nate, dog, I get paid $3,000 a show, not this 100,000. Swear to God on my mama, $3,000 a show." He's like, "They coming to see Graham. I'm gonna tell them niggas 1,500." So they can split the 750 because they coming to see me. I'm keeping the 15. Warren G and Nate Dogg said, "Fuck you," and came out with Regulator.
Dun, 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 dun.
Was-
Dun, dun,
Your position right.
Yeah.
Boom, you would have been
And done, bro. I just seen the fool. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple months ago, he came out here. He cool. But it's just, yeah, which one? Endo Smoke or Regulator?
Yeah, Endo Smoke.
Endo Smoke. That's my man's in there. Call that fool right now. Yeah, but
Mr. Grimm,
yeah, for sure. He was just out here. I took him to Clarendon and the smoke room
why would you do that?
because you can smoke all day, all night. He was heading out. You know
Did
what
he
I'm
tell
saying?
you? Oh,
Yes,
Was
sir.
it 3rd Avenue and Clarendon, right?
yeah.
Clarendon, yeah.
Yep.
They got
Off of
a weed room.
Central and
It's like
Indian School.
$200.
What?
First hotel room I've been in with. We should
Oh,
go
the
there.
room. The room. No,
been there?
they have a on the lounge. They have a thing on the bottom where you can go smoke. They have a
No
smoking
shit,
room.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
It's I just heard about it. I haven't been there.
They must have just did it.
Yeah.
Because when I was there, that's why maybe I smell weed every time I go up in there. That's a good spot, though.
So
You gotta go to the
Chifo
sótano.
Chifo told me about a month ago where he went and there was a thing on the bottom, and they had a lounge where you could smoke.
No doubt. Maybe we
Yeah.
need to do a pop up there with the Budoligy.
Yeah,
Do a
hit 'em
pop-up
up.
10. I'm going to hit them up. Clarendon, if y'all listening,
Clarendon, we need Budology.
Budoligy pop up, baby.
Hey, but for reals, the Clarendon, just quick shout out to them. They ain't paying us, none of that stuff. But they've been like putting it down for like the locals for a minute. Like they have like they at the time
The crazies.
they had they have an outdoor. Oh well, hold on. They have a pool, but before you used to go and swim for free and all this other stuff. Then word got out, so they started charging. But then they put a rooftop deck, so you could go up there and fucking
yeah.
drink and all this other shit.
Oh, yeah.
But then people found out, so then they had to kind of regulate it. But now they have the marijuana lounge on the bottom. It's a room.
I didn't know
haven't
that.
been there, but they've been putting it down. I met
Great
the
Pay's never been there.
I met the
Straight
owner.
up.
I met the owner a few.
I was about to say what the owner looked like because he got to be
Bappa.
cool as hell. We need 5 rooms for a promotion.
It was he an old?
Easily.
So at the, he
Fuck
was
fest.
he owned half of the Clarendon. The guy who I knew.
You know,
Okay.
3/4 of it.
3/4 of it.
Yeah, because for whatever reason, like I don't know,
Yeah.
fucking business,
What is
whatever
what
it
it
is. But
Well,
I
it
don't
all
know if I
began.
don't know if he still owns it because he was getting into
Nah, he
the
farted too
apartment,
much.
the apartment
He farted
rental
in people's
business.
rooms.
He had to
So,
get rid of it.
That was a big dog.
Yeah,
White guy, black guy, Mexican.
Purple.
Ben,
Purple.
He's
I
a
think-
one-eyed, one-horn purple people
One-eyed
eater.
Purple people eater.
That's who it was.
It's like
Peter
a,
Piper
a white
pizza
gay,
eater.
a white gay dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why you
but-
say gay? Why can't he just be white?
Because
Because he like to fuck guys in the ass. Oh!
because it had there's a large a gay presence there. So like that was the pool area
Shocker.
was like a gay hangout.
I thought there was a large gay presence everywhere now.
And now you can smoke weed out of your asshole.
Yeah.
No, but
Fuco.
so when people, but like, I mean, if you're secure, you're cool with it. Like
Yeah,
you
of
said, it's
course.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Like
I
whatever
don't
it
give a
is.
shit,
So,
ain't my problem.
so the homie who was here earlier
That's
was
it, it's a problem.
actually the one who introduced me to him.
Afro?
And
Jimmy
not the
John.
dude, but he was the one that
Pizza.
introduced me to him.
Pizza.
And
Y'all made out.
yeah,
And that's how it all began.
just it was
And
all
now let us
magic.
Smoke together.
No, but that's why, because he was.
Is that the only place in Arizona where you can smoke in a hotel? I think
That's
so.
the one that I heard about. So there's a place called where's that Flight 420? It used to be called it's on Thomas and 32nd Street.
Dom Life.
Yes, it used to be called Dom Life. Now it's called. It might have changed again, but it was a place where you could rent out the
Venue.
patio
Facilities.
because they have a cafe and a bunch of shit inside.
facility.
It was
Respect my
honestly, it was kind of
facility.
sketchy the way it was
No
ran,
doubt.
but I know people smoked inside, outside.
Crack pipes.
What would they have in? Oh, they have a
Meth
cafe.
pipes.
That cafe
Your cafe.
with the coffee, and you could eat. They like we might or might not have food. What the fuck does that mean?
Sounds like a dope spot from the corridors.
Exactly.
Straight from the corridor.
You have to go through like a church parking
Welcome
lot
to my
entrance.
trap.
What restaurant's this? It's Supreme Patties and Burgers. You got a burger? No, we're out of burgers.
Supreme Patty. You guys want to hear a fun fact? A
What's
sad
that?
fun fact?
What you got?
The goose died today. Tony Saragusa. Rest in peace, soldier.
way. Pour one out for the homie.
Tony Sirk. Did you
This
see
is for you,
the
homie.
monkey narco died
Oh, I
too?
heard about that. The fucking
Who's the monkey narco?
It was, I guess he was a shooter, I guess, or
It was
whatever,
like-
for a
it was like-
sicario,
it was like-
sicario for
it was like the Hangover.
the yeah, dude, for a
He died in
cartel and
Vegas?
shit. No, and
He was, just
Mexico?
he was a monkey with a bulletproof
bulletproof
vest.
vest, everything. He worked with the
He does
cartel.
Yeah, there was a cartel that got shot up, or a car, and he
Yeah.
was in there.
Oh, I did see that. And the monkey, he had a little bulletproof vest and shit.
It didn't work.
Dude, they had a bulletproof vest on the monkey, bro. A little tiny one. I did see that shit.
Yeah, that's him right there, dog.
Yeah, rest in peace, Chungo.
Speaking of cartels, you see that fool Tyson Fury? He's not allowed into the U.S.
Because of the Irish cartel.
Yeah,
Because he has connects with the main
Tyson
leader.
Fury.
yeah,
The white boxer?
the white boxer.
No shit. The
Yeah,
one
and
that woke up from death after the
Yeah,
black dude
and I
punched
guess
him
they're
twice?
making like Conor McGregor too. They're using
Like the
his pub
Undertaker.
as a money laundering spot in
Oh, is that
Dubai.
what they're saying?
That one in Dubai, I guess he has a pub or something. So they're using like that spot to launder money, I guess. And I guess he didn't want to do it, but I mean, you're in Dubai. That's one of the richest fucking
Exactly. and
places in the world and
when you
shit.
got
Yeah,
that
they got
many,
no taxes out there either.
Yeah, and you know a lot of corrupt shit over there. You know the cars, all that
Put your
bullshit.
money in there.
it is fucked up. You guys want more fun facts?
What is it?
With
My friend.
Franco.
Fun facts with Franco. Franco's got over
Franco's
100 facts
stored in his memory.
Franco, hit us with your fun facts. Dun, dun.
I'll hit you with the fun fact. You know the least common PIN number is 8068.
Bro, why you giving my pin number?
Well, I use that number too.
I guess it's not that.
Let me change that shit right now.
No one will ever find this.
What is,
one.
what is the most common again?
No, the least
8068.
common.
What is the least common?
8068.
All right, so none of you motherfuckers use 8068 now. If you're a roach, we already know your pin number.
I actually used it because in the 80 I was like 9 or 10, and then I messed up a 69, so that's why I picked the 8068. So I'm gonna have to delete that.
You're
right
licking her fucking. You're licking her belly button.
Yeah, belly
Licking
button,
the
bro.
tank.
Licking the
there.
blank
In the
spot.
80,
That fucking
it was a
nothing.
belly button liquor in 1980.
We've all been
You
licking
lit
booty.
liquor. Remember that commercial?
You lick or eat it?
Shit, man, I ain't touching nothing these days.
None.
Nah.
Not one thing.
I mean, touch a couple things, but you know what I'm saying?
Your wee wee.
Yeah, about that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
That'll
saying?
never stop.
Yeah, never stop. Never
I've
stop.
been addicted to touching my weed
Taking that to
for
death, homie.
Fight a minute now.
like 30 years easily.
The Mennonite.
Busting nueces.
Yes, sir.
I've been busting nuts and addicted to it since day one.
Woo.
What you got for us, Mister?
Mr. Franco with another fun fact.
Another fun fact. With
Well, so
Franco.
so earlier we were talking about. Thank you. So earlier we were talking about what are they called, influencers, and how they just
They're the weirdest people out there.
yeah
They're hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
they start
Influencing
these,
people.
what are they called, what's that one with the B, platforms, whatever
A
fuck
B
it is.
platform?
Yeah, there's. I don't want to say that loud. 'Cause he's the the homie started this new platform, which is actually kind of cool in sight, but
Nice joke, Franco.
Oh man.
he comes
Oh man.
and tries to promote. He promotes
The fuck?
his platform.
It's
Okay.
a social media platform.
It's a new social media platform that's that's
It
aimed to,
might or might not have a bumblebee as their logo.
yeah.
Is he live in Arizona or?
He lives in Arizona now.
I got
and
you.
It went out to
Hell yeah, Arizona.
Arizona all day. It went out to L.A. What was it? L.A.,
Alabama.
Austin, Texas, and it just launched.
They
in
went on a
Chicago,
whole
so it's
tour.
only 4 cities. Because the idea behind it is like, oh, I could tap in with Phoenix, but I could tap in with South Phoenix. I could tap in with what's going on in Ahwatukee.
Ahwatukee in the motherfucking building.
Chandler and all these other fucking places.
Tukeyville.
Shout out to the Tukes out there, young Tukey. We see you.
But like all this content, all this content is coming from like most of it's coming from one person, because he'll take
And
your
that's
phone.
not Michael Myers.
He'll take your phone and he'll like start recording. Like right now, be like,
He'll phone bone you.
OG comedian, design,
Budologist.
Bonnie Loco, Budologist.
right? He'll talk about all this stuff, and you'll be like, they're
You're exploited.
telling your stuff, but it's like it's not you doing it; it's somebody else. You know,
And that's what happened with the Mormons.
it's really
Got it.
Mormon Freeman.
Mormon Freeman.
Is it working for him, or what is he doing?
He's traveling to. Well, he just traveled to Chicago, right? It's
Is he
all
a trust fund baby?
I
I don't know.
He's
an
an 80s baby.
I don't want to cause no ruffles. I'm
No,
just-
no.
Definitely 80s
the
baby.
dude. The dude hustles.
Maybe
Okay,
90s
that's dope.
baby.
He hustles.
80s
he
baby,
gets his
see?
thing.
That's
he,
good.
He was a restaurateur or dessert. I
What
just
does that
pushing
mean?
all the buttons. He started the first Asian dessert place in
My sons have Asians, but I didn't know they had dessert.
in Arizona.
I just eat seaweed.
Yeah, and it was
You gotta be kidding me.
I swear.
he was a business owner, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
it's good.
He's
Is
what
he
you-
Asian or
He is
not?
Asian, yeah.
Okay,
And he's
that
like
makes sense.
he's like 12 different.
Shocker.
Yeah, he's like 12
Silk.
different Asians.
What is it? Was it banana pudding because he copied it from black people?
No,
I'm just kidding. A new Asian dessert.
it's
called
all lychee.
Shanghai
lychee.
pudding.
Lychee, is that what it's called?
That's dope.
So, anyways, he's a cool dude. He's
That's
a cool
dope.
dude.
No, that sounds. He sounds
But
like
he
he's in the
launched
mood.
his platform, whatever, blah 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 blah. Anyways, the reason I'm getting this is
What
this,
are we buzzing about, Franco?
This is a way longer explanation for this fucking setup. But there was another
Fun fact.
influencer that had done some shit that I'm like, this motherfucker, like, these motherfucking clout chasers are getting on my nerves. They're getting on my nerves as big as these bums trying to steal copper and shit. But anyways,
breaking into your closets and shit.
yeah, they're breaking into my closet,
Taking showers with the drinking fountain.
washing themselves.
Anywho, break it down.
So
I mean, that's
Anyways,
why, brother, if you were homeless, why would you break a drinking fountain?
Why?
Try to wash your balls, right? In this heat?
Probably.
You think, oh, that shit's just gonna squirt out. I'm gonna take a nice
Shower.
shower.
It's gonna fucking feel like a bidet.
I got a fucking gallon of Simple Green. I'm good.
We talking about a whole bath?
That disco bath. So I'm gonna drop you with a couple fun facts.
Break it down.
Alternative names considered for Twitter were Friend Stalker
That's
and Throbber.
What?
Throbber's good.
Throbber.
The throbber.
What's a friend stalker? You
That's why
stalk your friends?
I call Reddit Throbber.
guess.
You be throbbing to these fucking skanky hoes.
So what's your profession?
in the living room.
I'm a friend stalker. You want to be my friend? No.
I'm gonna throb you. 80. Here's a fun fact about those. 83% of Twitter's content comes from 15% of users.
83%. Oh, so the rest is robots.
That's what I thought.
17% robots.
Or just people that post occasionally.
Yeah, I have a Twitter account. I hardly use it.
Just
What's
Twitter
a Twitch
beef.
account? What's up with Twitch? Why do you need a Twitch account? It's just
Play
live.
video games. Yeah,
That's what
live.
I thought, but then people are saying that that's how they're getting people driven to their whatever they got going on because they're just sitting on Twitch all day, like chilling.
That's
Twitching
hilarious.
all day.
DJs.
That's a funny take.
There's DJs
Yeah.
that use Twitch.
Interesting.
Can we do a podcast in the metaverse?
We sure can, buddy.
What is the metaverse?
podcast?
You are in the metaverse.
Yeah, this is
Exactly.
Minecraft.
It's serious.
Like it's
fun
like The
fact.
Sims, right? It's like The Sims. like-
Simulations.
Sims.
Like the simulation. Simulation.
Basically, like in '92, there was no internet. We had like 3.5-inch floppy disks, right? You had to hit run, enter. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same concept. And I went to these little shows.
Oh, yeah,
and meetings.
you're jacking off like a pilgrim.
Nah, bro, they were saying that the internet's going to be the next biggest thing, and people are going to be buying from these shops online.
Did you ever jack off to Al Bundy's wife?
Peggy.
I can't disclose that information. I
Peg
still want to
Bundy.
meet her.
Did you
I'd
ever
like to meet her.
peg Bundy?
Did you ever peg her? Did you ever dream of pegging
Get
her?
pegged from.
Yeah, but my friends
Would
were
you rather
like,
peg her or her daughter?
my friends were like,
Would you
dude,
rather get
nobody's
pegged
ever
or
gonna
do the
put their-
pegging?
Yeah, that great
Nobody's ever
question.
going to put their credit card on the internet.
Brother's got a
Right?
great question for you though. What
Go
was
ahead. What is
brother?
it?
Would you rather get pegged or do the pegging?
I'd rather do the pegging.
I do the Peggy. The
Yeah.
other way sounds a little
Getting
weird.
pegged.
On the wrong side.
Getting
yeah,
fucking.
Depending though.
Nah, hell no. Anything that's getting ain't got me.
But that's
off
you
the
talking
top.
about you now.
What's up, Ian?
Yeah, no getting shit. You
Where's
know
he?
what I'm saying?
Is he still New
He
Mexico?
can't get-
No,
I ain't
he's
trying
back
to
in
get
Phoenix
nothing
or
from
Chandler.
nothing. No
Oh,
diseases,
shout out to
no
Ian.
nada.
Back in
Wherever you
Chandler,
are.
Where we're at.
I got a quick. So
Yeah.
my the homegirl who's usually here does a show.
Yeah.
She brings in her son, Ian.
Shout out to Ian. We fucking
Sweet,
Shout out to
salute
Ian.
you.
Sweetest 19. Yeah.
We salute you, bro.
And she was like, I showed him the part for the trivia night, and that we did last Friday.
You showed
That clip.
You showed her who?
Age showed Ian or
Okay.
played it for Ian, and we were all giving him a shout out. He was like, he got all ecstatic and happy. So that was dope. Shout out to Ian.
We love you, Ian.
Shout out
Shout out
Ian.
Ian,
It's
man.
dope.
We
So the,
salute you.
so the metaverse is just like how the internet was in 1991, 92. Nobody believed in it. And I told everybody about it. Not like I'm somebody, but I was like, yo, this is what's cracking. And everybody's like, ain't nobody ever going to put their credit card on the internet to buy shit at no store. Look at it now. So the reason why I say that is the metaverse is the same concept. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody believes in it. Nobody knows shit. But at the end of the day, it's
kind
going
of
to
like
be...
cryptocurrency, which it all crashed.
That's a whole nother story, too. You never read this? You never watched the movie Silk Road or none of that?
Oh yeah, the underground
Satoshi,
internet,
yeah. I mean, it's
the dark web. There
yeah.
you
Well,
go.
it's everything we talked about earlier, including the Mormons. It's about
Hey, leave the Mormons out of
I have
this.
nothing.
They didn't do nothing to nobody.
They got too much money. I ain't saying shit about shit.
Yeah, dude. We don't talk shit about the Mormons
No,
here
no,
on
don't
the,
talk shit
on the
about
Road
it.
School podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine that.
We love you guys.
So, but anyway, it's
Keep
basically
polygamizing.
it's giving the power back to the people. It's a digital currency, and
All the power to the people.
Power to the people, giving
people have
people
made some
the
money, man.
power. Let's ride. Come on.
You put $100 in
Come
2011, you have over 90 million right now. It's real money,
What?
It's all real
100%.
Everything.
What do you think your insurance company does for your whip?
Exactly. There's no money in the bank. It's never been. So it's digital. You go in the bank, ask for 60 grand, you ain't gonna get it.
That's
if
all.
You have 5 million in there. Really 250,000 FDSI insured.
That's what everything is. It's
Yeah,
all a
exactly.
bank.
So,
It's
exactly.
all a bank. Everything's a bank.
Capital.
Right. XRP's good though. That's a transaction. So
It is, but think about where that money's going. That money's going into bank accounts that gain interest. They're not stupid.
what part?
SRP, whatever.
XRP.
Oh, I thought
It's a cryptocurrency.
Okay.
But it's not actually a coin.
I thought we were talking SRP right here, homie.
Okay. Right. Give it up for SRP. Don't turn off the gas. But anyway, remember back in the day, at least back in my day, if somebody was in Mexico or in a different country, you had to send Western Union.
MoneyGrams. Yeah.
MoneyGrams.
Yeah.
It was like send $300, cost like $80, and you used to be crying because you
And now
like
you can just send some crypto.
right. So the crypto it gets there way faster, and it's only a fraction of the dollars, right? So same concept. XRP is the same thing. It's a middleman. I think we spent 200 trillion last year in just transactions because there's different types of currencies. So if my homeboy is in China, he need money, I may have to send it to Mexico. Mexico and charge a fee. Then I got to send it to Russia.
Okay. So what happens when Russia shuts down all the internet? It's not just
They
the
can't,
internet,
'cause,
but the internets.
Because the hackers are already on their ass. So that's that. What's those dude name with the mask?
Okay,
on?
let's say there's no
Anonymous?
internet. Let's say in
Anonymous. Yeah, those dudes. They got it on lock.
Let's say in a world that doesn't exist.
I'm already in a world of shit.
What would happen if the internet
Shut down.
shut down for everybody?
A lot of stuff will get done.
Yeah, yeah. Basically,
People will stop being on their phone.
it can't shut down. Well, it can shut down, but then people go to black web.
What's the black web?
Dark web.
Dark web. Excuse me.
Tesla?
I call everything black.
Yeah, don't
dark
try to
web.
take all the credit.
Yeah, I take it out. Black web. We invented
Yeah.
it. We invented
We're
the
with
black
the
web.
black web.
Dark web. Yeah. So I mean, there's so much stuff, man. It's just crazy. You just got to pay attention to detail. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming.
Hey, before our closing words and
Yes, sir.
everything that happens, what is your favorite ice cream from the ice cream man? If the ice cream truck pulls up to in front of your house, what are you ordering from this motherfucker? And why?
Right now or back then?
Just say right now.
Oh, right now, probably ice cream sandwich. Back then, when I was
Just
young,
a regular, a Napolitan, a mud pie, or just a fucking regular ass vanilla?
no disrespect, but a fudge one like black, you know.
So
I'm fucking with you. I like the Napoleon
A
one.
Mississippi. Oh, the Napoleon with the
with the strawberry. You get all
strawberry,
that
chocolate,
chocolate.
and-
Yeah, of course.
Like best of all flavors.
That's 3 pies in one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But back then, what would I ask for when I was a kid?
All right, let's go. Let's take it back.
Your cash. Give it to me.
Oh, the wrong one.
Give me cash.
Let's go back to your.
You never robbed an ice cream
Hold
van
on,
before,
hold on.
homie?
Let's do it. Let's do it
All
over.
right, all right.
All right. So, like, just get in the state of mind.
Okay, state of mind.
We're gonna bring it back to when you're a kid.
Okay, no teeth in my mouth. I'm
No
standing
teeth in your
outside.
mouth.
It's hot.
Even you might have teeth, bro.
No, I only
We're
had-
not going that far back.
I was missing one.
What the fuck you buying off the ice cream truck?
It was a long story. I was
All
buying.
right, let's take you back to memory lane, and
Okay,
then
I'm
you're
there.
gonna talk to
I
us.
see it. The sunshine in my face. What was I ordering?
What were you ordering back in 1980?
I was telling him to put the money in the bag.
Yeah, you were robbing ice cream,
Ah, man, I was bad,
Ice cream
dude,
trucks.
bro. Yeah, I was like 12.
and you
I'm
were
just kidding. I didn't rob him.
yeah, come
No,
on,
my
bro.
mom actually. We stayed with a guy named Clyde.
Your mom clouded the fucking eyes of an
No,
ice
he had
cream
an ice
man?
cream truck, and when I first met him,
Oh no way! So Clyde had an ice cream truck.
he lived in L.A. Yeah, he told me a good story because I was so young, I couldn't really comprehend stuff. So we were driving, and he was just telling me how like he had a gun and it actually went off and shot his nut off, and his ball was gone. And I was like, "That's
Bro,
cool."
you watch 8 Mile one too many times.
I was like, "That's cool." What? That happened in a movie?
dude, cheeseburger.
He shot his balls off.
Was it cheeseburger? Cheddar Bob.
He
Cheddar
shot his
Bob.
balls off.
Yep, on 8 Mile.
Oh no, she had it. I don't know.
Cheddar Bob shot his own ball.
Nah. But I remember I went to the back and I ate. Oh, he had frozen sneakers because he would freeze them.
Sneakers.
Snickers. And so, give it up for Snickers. Did I say it right? Sneakers or Snickers?
Either way.
I say Snickers. Do you say Reese's or Reese's?
I don't know. Let me see. Reese's.
Oh,
Reese's. Yeah, you're
Reese's.
fucked up. So it's
Yeah,
Snickers.
you're a little cuckoo.
What about oil?
What the fuck is that? Oreo?
No, oil. Like you put it in your
Yeah,
car.
I eat Oreos.
No, oil.
Oh, oil.
We
Oil.
call it oil.
Chips of oil.
Put some oil in the car, homie.
Chips of oil.
I'm running on the oil.
Like a
Ahoy.
pirate.
Like Captain
Oi.
Black.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me get 4 oils. I
Yeah.
want
So frozen
to dip
Snickers.
them in my milk.
Frozen Snickers.
Snickers,
Yeah,
frozen.
I ate them
okay.
all the time.
Oh, that sounds
I ate
good.
them first day. I think I had like at least 15 of them.
Oh, don't
Nah,
they make
that's impossible.
No, I was sick.
15?
I almost died.
How did you get 15? You robbed the fucking...
Okay, maybe I had 6. No, he let me have anything that's in there. I could eat it. So then the next day, he's like, "You want some more candy?" And I was like, "Nah, you cool, homie."
Yeah, he just gave you 15 free frozen Snickers.
I don't know how many I ate. It was a whole day. It was like from 7 o'clock in the morning to like 5 o'clock at night. I ate all his shit.
I think
But
you
he was
ate like
such a nice
6 of
guy.
them.
I wish he was still alive. I don't know if he's alive or not, but he can be. He was like 70 back
If you
then.
are, Holmes,
Yeah,
tap
give it up
in.
for the ice cream, man.
Tap
Thanks
in.
for the Snickers, cuz.
Fuck yeah.
I appreciate you. But yeah, so he was a good dude.
Cool.
What about you, bro? The ice cream man pulls up right now. What are you ordering?
Right now,
Right now.
mangoneadas, little cups.
You like those?
Yeah.
Why do you like those so much?
I don't know, dude. They're just good. Ever since the first time I tried them, I was like, man, these shits are good. And especially the ones that have the little tamarindo sticks on them, too.
Well, explain to the people what a mangoneada is from the ice cream truck.
Mangoneada is pretty much a frozen mango treat.
It's
then
like
it's got
it's like
dices.
Blitz mango, right?
Blitz mango, and it's got also little pieces of mango in there.
Has it
And,
got barbecue sauce
and
on
it's
it?
got a chamoy.
Chamoy.
Chamoy on it, and then
That red stuff.
that red stuff, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
got that tamarindo stick on it.
I fucks with the tamarindo stick.
Yeah, that's what I fuck with right now. Back then, I would have fucked with a.
Hold on. Now think about when you were a kid. And what are you gonna order, Brody?
I'm ordering strawberry shortcake,
Oh, snaps.
fucking popsicle or whatever the bar, ice cream bar.
Bro, I just nutted twice. when you
Strawberry
said that.
shortcake.
How about you, Franco? What are you ordering now? Right now, ice cream truck pulls up. Ding, 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 ding.
For those who don't know me, I don't talk about this.
You don't talk about what ice cream you fucking order.
My keys fell out.
Oh, okay.
No, I have this thing, right? Where whenever I go to like a water and ice store or like an ice cream or whatever, I always get those confection ice creams.
No, we're talking about the ice cream truck.
Yeah. But this is what I always get because they sell these with the ice cream man. So it's those confection popsicles that look like the Pink Panther.
Oh,
okay, with the bubble gum ice.
SpongeBob all
Yeah.
tweaked out.
Yeah, that's what I always get, like those. Even
Oh,
now as
okay.
an adult. So like I would get that from
You like eating characters?
Like Sonic the Hedgehog, SpongeBob. Who else they got? Tweety the Bird.
It's everyone these days.
I've gotten the Powerpuff
Tweety.
Girls because they run out of the other shit. Sonic the Hedgehog, I'll get that fucking
Sonic's
shit.
he has black eyes.
Yep,
Wow.
I get that
You
shit.
took your ice cream to a whole nother level.
Oh man, because you know why?
You like eating little people. Not a bad way.
It's
Little people ice cream.
because sometimes my body may be lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
So I'll be fucking farting, and that's not dairy. You know
What
I
is
mean?
it? Like just ice?
It's
It's like an icy and a popsicle.
I looked it up before. I think it's just like frozen water. Like obviously it has sugar and all that
Flavored,
shit.
yeah.
But yeah.
Like an icy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but I always fucking get those.
How about when you were a kid?
Dude,
I want you to like lean back and think about this.
Who, me?
Franco.
Ooh. So as a kid,
Yeah, what are you
Got
ordering?
you.
You're
what was-
9
so-
to 12 years old.
So this-
ice cream truck pulls up right now. Ding, 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 ding. What are you ordering for me?
I'd look at that Pink Panther and I'd be like, dude, it was like 50 cents. It was 75 cents. And all I had was a quarter. So I'd get a screwball. You remember the screwballs?
The bomb pop?
No, it was a screwball. It came in a
What's
little
a screwball?
cone. It came in a little cone.
Oh,
But
that
it was
little
like-
shitty fucking tree.
Yeah, they had
A paper cone, right?
No, it came in a plastic cone. And it was usually like a cherry strawberry flavored. And there was a gumball on the bottom of it. So it was like
I
the
think I know
poor
what you're
man.
about,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a poor man's.
Oh, so it's made out of the same material.
Same exact
but
shit. But the thing was, it was, but you
there's
got more.
there's no shape. Yeah.
You got more because
Yeah, but you don't get like Sonic the Hedgehog or fucking
Yep.
Super Mario Brothers.
So I got that shit. Or I'd get a ice cream sandwich,
Yep.
Mississippi Mud.
Mississippi Mud.
Mississippi mud.
Nobody ever got Chico sticks?
Yeah, I used to steal those from
Local store?
from Circle
With
K.
some baked beans or
Allegedly.
sour heads?
Some
No,
lemon
chickle
heads,
sticks
lemon
though.
heads.
They're always like $4 for $1.
Yeah.
They be
They're
crunch-
like peanut butter crunchy.
They're good.
Yeah,
I
they
fucks
were
with them. I fuck with chickle.
I don't think
sticks.
they sell them no more.
No, they do. 'Cause right here
shit.
across the street at this Water and Ice store, we're the same place I get my my confection ice cream. They got those 10 cents.
Chickle sticks.
10 cents for the little ones.
How
about
about you,
Juju
Cholito?
beans?
How much is a stick? Mine is the ice cream truck where to pull up right now.
Right now.
Okay.
You know, it's like, hey,
Ding,
bro,
ding,
like
ding,
I got a
ding,
podcast, bro. Can you just grab me a strawberry shortcake
You
Classic.
take a strawberry shortcake too?
over anything right now?
At this point of the day.
Yeah.
At this point in my life,
They're always
Oh,
soft.
shits
what-
are- yeah, and
what-
that
what's
little
better-
crunchiness on the outside.
bro,
that
what's
little-
better than ice cream?
Chico sticks.
I'm
just kidding, I hate
Chico
Chico
sticks are
sticks.
fire, but
Yeah.
Mokies?
Hot beans.
a strawberry shortcake,
Strawberry shortcake was bomb.
you suck the stick out of it too. Once you're done with it, you're like fucking sucking off the fucking stick, right?
Nah, I don't put no sticks in my ice cream, cat.
Oh, bro, ice cream.
Ain't no sucking going on.
Oh, I'm deep throating that fucking.
So how about back in the day?
Back in
Sit back and reminisce
let me
and let me know.
My God.
There we go. Tell us, mate.
9-year-old Tolo walks up to the ice cream truck, says, "Give me. I got $1.50 on me right now. $1.50, because this ice cream's always been. It's like fucking $3.75 right now. It's the Choco Taco.
Ooh, that's still around?
Taco.
I call it Choco
The
Taco.
Choco Taco, yeah.
Yeah, Choco Taco, right?
Yep, that's what it is.
Choco Taco, Choco Taco.
Yeah.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Choke your taco.
Well, it's a chocolate taco. So Choco.
Yeah, but in español, chocolate, güey.
Choco Taco.
Oh,
Choco.
yeah, with that logic, you're right.
Yeah, because every time I ask for a Choco Taco, that motherfucker say, okay, $1.50.
Yeah,
Here's
you
your
know what you're talking about. That's $1.50. Because you ain't the fat Mexican kid that's coming up getting
Hey,
25 cents.
but a Choco Taco's always been on the expensive side. Am I correct?
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. You're
It's
getting
like-
that.
yeah.
You call it what the fuck you want.
I could get 2 Sonic the Hedgehogs. I could get fucking Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant all in one night.
You get that
Remember the
WWE pop.
WWF ones? Yeah.
Were they
The
sandwiches?
breaded ones?
It was like bread, 2 pieces
It was
of
like vanilla, right?
Yeah, like a whack ass vanilla bread. But you still bought it because it came with the card that you fucking popped off the box. It
They
came in the
still
box.
have those.
No way.
No, yeah, but it's like John Cena. They got like throwback ones too, but you can order them because I looked them up.
Didn't John Cena retire already?
Probably.
Jumpy.
It's like Eddie Guerrero.
I haven't seen them, dude.
Eddie Guerrero.
Every time
Terry Funk.
my daughter's like you, she orders the characters.
Yeah. The Like Powerpuff Girls,
Yeah,
Sweetie Bird.
fuck yeah, whatever is there. Like, oh, let me get a Sonic.
Because y'all thinks the same.
I was gonna, sorry, we don't have Sonic.
Whose stomach can still take
We
hot
got
fries
Kirby
right now?
today.
Oh, hell yeah. Hot fries?
Still eat them?
Yeah.
Wow.
We just got them.
Hot fries, the Cheetos.
Yeah.
Remember? We were
Bro,
eating them
I'll
the other week.
fuck, dude,
fuck
I'll-
with
Old
those.
school, the fries were they were called hot fries.
yeah,
The
they're
blue
fire.
bag. Yeah.
I'm so fucked up though in the brain. I know that's just gonna fuck up my stomach.
That's
It's
what I
gonna
said. I
it's
said,
gonna
whose
be-
stomach can still eat it right now?
Not me, but fuck,
What about you,
bro.
Franco?
Sometimes I gotta bite the bullet, bro, and live with heartburn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I fuck,
Wow.
I fuck up a
Heartburn.
bag like every day.
So check this
Oh,
out.
hot
In
fries.
the mornings, I mix it up like everything hot though, like hot fries, hot Cheetos,
Wow.
Yeah, that's your breakfast.
flaming hot Doritos, fucking just
What?
anything hot, spicy.
What do you
like in
fuck with
morning.
the most though?
Right now, I'm into those Doritos, the flaming hot ranch ones.
Damn.
Those are fucking good. Have you tried them?
Flaming Hot Ranch?
Yeah, Doritos.
I like the Cool Ranch. My daughter is.
Those are bomb because they got a little, that little ranch kick to it, but also that spicy.
Flaming Hot Ranch.
Yeah.
Huh? Doritos.
Doritos.
I have not heard.
Try
of
them out. They're a little blue bag, dark blue bag.
But you know why I fuck with hot fries so much, dude?
Why?
For one, when hot Cheetos went up to $1.29, hot fries stayed at $1. Remember, only 99 cents.
They stay the same.
But now they're like what, $1 something?
$1.29 now.
$1.29
Cheaper than
only.
all the other chips.
And they're bigger. It's
Yeah.
a big.
I think they were 25 cents back in my day.
Yeah, hot fries
just
are.
kidding.
God
Yeah,
damn.
right now, a regular bag of chips is fucking $2 and
It's my
13
it's
cents.
my dollar now, fat boy.
So what I used to get, so like I said, it was $25 for those little ice creams, the little screwball ones, and I paid 50 cents for the popcorn, which is, so you got a big ass bag of popcorn for 50 cents. So that was 75 cents right there for a Sonic.
One time the ice cream man, fucking, we gave him a 20. My pops gave me $20 to go buy ice cream for me and my brother, and he sent us back with like $2 change. Dude, my dad threatened that fucking ice cream man for years.
Yeah.
Every time you see him in the apartment complex, he's like, "Motherfucker, fuck you!" Like we'll be fucking going to like a family gathering or whatever, and the ice cream man was like in the parking lot while we're leaving. My dad will go try to fight this fool. I still remember that shit like it was yesterday.
It was funny because you said that. It reminded me of when I was, I probably wasn't even in
I don't even know if
preschool
he
yet.
really ripped us off. Like we might have just took the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just bought everybody's shit.
I mean, we were fucking. I was a little schemer. Brody just had my back through all of it.
I remember.
Shout out to Brody. Nah, for real,
Shout
Brody
out.
knows what's up. He's like, God damn, there goes this fool again, getting our life in danger. But fuck
Let's
it,
go do
I
this.
still got his back.
I
I got no parts in the making of it, but I got parts in backing my fucking brother up.
Oh
dog.
yeah, that's what's up.
Sorry, Franco, what's up?
No, I just remember when I was a kid. I don't even think I was in school yet. That was the wrong one. You should have done the throwback one. No, but
I
remember
like that one though. It's like you're about to tell something spooky,
my sister.
something from your closet.
She was in school, and I was at home, and they had like a little.
With chamoyed out.
No mas.
They it was like for charity. It was like a piggy bank. You know, you just put your pennies or whatever. in
Was
your
that her friend's
coin.
name? Charity.
You put your coins in there, and then they gave it to the class. So the biggest class got a pizza party. It was one of those things. But anyways, I went to the.
That's fucked up for the classes that lost, huh?
yeah, you didn't collect enough money, so you don't.
Not
get
just that,
fucking
you got
reward.
like orange grease all over your face, all happy. You're like, why is your face so greasy?
But they never got the pizza party.
They're like, nah, you got fucking crinkle fries from the cafeteria lady again, motherfucker.
No, but I remember I
a
got that
cheeseburger with government cheese that don't even melt, hard as a cardboard.
with that peanut butter that just rolls on the bread.
Inabara.
Doesn't even smear.
Nope, it just rolls.
But I remember running out to the ice cream man and then paying him with the charity money. Like I remember just slamming it up there. And
Like
I
you're a
just walked
baller?
away with all my shit, like whatever I got from him. And he didn't say anything, but I went back in, got whatever candy, and then I remember my sister coming home from school with like chains, like all excited to put it in her thing. She's like, "Where the fuck did it go?" And I'm like 2-3 years old, like Oscar's age.
You bought all the ice cream with it?
Yeah, whatever the fuck I bought, I don't know. Like it probably wasn't even that.
Oscar didn't even know what to order. He's like,
Start pointing.
He starts doing a fucking house beat.
But yeah, but I was like thinking about because obviously it was a donation thing that I gave up. Like looking back, so that bicep probably looked at him and was like, yeah, whatever, it's money. There's change in there.
No, that's beautiful, dude. That's a beautiful thing, dude. Ice cream trucks, it's always beautiful. It's always beautiful to treat your kids, your grandkids with ice cream, bro. Kids love ice cream.
Or just the neighborhood
Yeah, they do.
kids.
And it's synonymous with kids. As soon as they hear that ice cream truck or the horn from the corn man,
That's it.
God damn, this motherfucker wants something. No, but hey, bro, I got happy when my pops gave me $1 or $2 to go buy a fucking ice cream, and I gotta pay it forward, dude, to my kids. Dude.
Of course. I just took my son. He got 3 ice creams in one day, 2 days straight.
How old's your kid? 23.
37.
And that's what's up.
That's dope.
Is he really 30, 37?
Nah, he's 38.
38?
No, I mean, I'm just kidding. He's 16.
16. You took him to get ice cream
Oh, he
parlor?
was at Huntington Beach, so they had food and they had ice cream.
Oh,
so
they got the
it's
bomb ice. No, that's dope though.
some dope ice cream though.
Right,
Gelato.
like your
Just
kid,
dope.
your kids, no matter what, are always gonna be your kids.
Oh yeah, he's 6 foot though. It's kind of weird, but
Yeah, he'll whoop your ass.
That's yeah. Well, he thinks he can. He's a black belt. He's like, Dad, I can move really
Oh,
fast.
he got old man strength.
and I'm a black belt.
He looks like the real Tupac.
No,
He's all you bootleg ass Tupac.
nah, man.
dad.
But my eyes started twitching. You know, he know what's
Oh
up.
yeah, once you lift those fucking sunglasses up, because I already know you're Huntington Beach, you're gonna wear sunglasses.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So we had a good time, man. It was good.
Oh yeah,
Shout out
did
for
you have a
Father's
good time
Day.
right now at the Roach Clip, dog?
Oh yeah, I appreciate
finally
it,
made it
man.
through?
I appreciate it, man. I'm glad I made it, man. It was good. You know what I mean? Look up Budoligy clothing. My man's in them right here is dope. Always good. Hopefully y'all invite me back out another time. I had a good time.
Bro,
so, you know, I
always.
was kind of frantic when I got here because I had a mission. But now I know where it's at.
Right down the
I
street,
come
baby
prepared,
boy.
You know what I'm saying? Regroup.
Right down
Keep my
the
shit
street.
together. All day.
Pay
Holy
attention.
loco.
Pay attention to your GPS.
Yes. Don't pay attention to
DPG.
What kind of GPS are you using? The one on your car or
Ford
like
Mustang,
Google?
yeah.
Yeah, you're fucking up.
Yeah,
Put
that's
it.
why.
Just ask Google.
Yeah, I should have just drove to where you told me to go.
Yeah, but Google knows more than anything. You'd be like,
I
Google.
Google for my phone. I don't use my.
You just say you use your Mustang's GPS.
well,
right?
my Mustang my phone tells my Mustang where we going.
Bro, think about it. A Mustang's always breaking down, right?
Not on mine, not yet.
So now, like, if you think the engine's bad, imagine the GPS system.
But the GPS is coming from Apple.
Nah, I'm fucking. Oh yeah, Apple don't fucking know what they're doing. Google Maps knows everything.
All right, no doubt, no doubt.
That's why
no
you gotta
doubt.
have Android and Apple, dog. Navigate your life.
Oh, you got
right?
Android, huh?
I got both.
Oh damn.
That's what I mean. Like, you can't talk shit to me, dog. You're a blood. You're a crip. Suck
You on
these-
both sides of the
Yeah,
track.
suck
There you
these
go.
balls. I'll
Yeah.
fucking teabag you.
Hey, forget about it. Forget about it.
Nah, thank you for coming through.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Budoligy. What's that Instagram one more time?
Budology clothing.
Budology clothing.
You still think about bloods? Yeah.
Budology-
You want some
Bloodology
tell me
clothing,
something,
homie.
homie? You want to tell me something? Yeah.
Nah, for real though. Budology, like Bud BUDology clothing
Yep,
on
study your
Instagram.
bud.
What's the website where motherfuckers can order some gear?
www.budology.com.
And coming very, very soon to a theater near you.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother
It's
story.
a Budology trivia night, right?
Yep, Budology trivia, Budology films.
But we need you here. We need
I
you here
got
for
you.
trivia night.
Let's get it. When y'all have it,
It's in there every Friday, 6 p.m.
I'll be here. It's right around the corner. Take
And
me
it-
10 minutes.
Yeah, except
it.
today.
Let's get it. Until today.
Yeah. The motherfucker ended up on the other side of
Man,
town. Hey, at least you were still on 60th Street, so you got
I
that
just
part
came
right.
straight down, just banged down it.
Straight
No
up,
stress.
straight
no
up.
stress.
But only any closing words for the audience, anything you want to get off your chest, do it now.
Get off my chest. Nothing, man. Just another dope episode, man. Shout out Budoligy pulling up, you know.
100%.
And all the roaches who tune in all the time. You already know Smoky Smoke Shop, like always, man. One of the sponsors right here on this.
83rd Ave Lower Buckeye Smoky Smoke Shop's always on the top, dog.
Yeah.
You know, they've been supporting us since day one. Since day one. These motherfuckers, whatever I ask these guys for,
That's dope.
they're always say, yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. You're Tolo, dog. We got your
Yeah,
back.
loyal
Straight up,
motherfuckers.
straight up though.
That's good.
It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. They
ride with us.
ride with us. We ride with them, dog. 100%.
It's dope.
Yeah, man. Just on to the next.
On to the next. Franco, closing words. Anything you want to get off your chest?
You know what?
Let it out now. Besides those fake activists that didn't come to the fucking show.
Fucking quality test.
Yeah, no.
Fucking quality. Hey, I didn't know fucking Atlanta was a jungle. That's crazy. Like a literal jungle.
Yeah, it's like a forest and shit.
It's a
yeah.
forest,
Did you
dude.
know that?
Hell no.
Yeah,
It's not like a.
I'm
all
from
over the
Africa,
spot.
from Crenshaw Mafia.
It's not like a concrete fucking jungle. It's like a fucking
like a literal like
literal forest,
like
trees,
Flagstaff maybe. Like I guess
no shit.
like
pine
forest
trees,
like
and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from what I saw. Because if you look at oh man, what's that zombie
If
show?
you look at my balls, it's a forest.
What's that zombie show? The big one, the popular one.
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Fuck. Thank you, dude.
But look how that started.
Hey, I quit after season 3. You know, I think. You know
yeah,
what?
you're
I
right.
didn't quit after season 3.
What?
Better Call Saul. I never quit that show.
Never quit it, man. No, but that's shot in Atlanta. But how it's all forest, like
Is Atlanta shot in Atlanta?
Ironically, it's shot in Toronto.
No.
I don't know.
Oh shit! You fucked me up with that
I'm
one.
gonna say that's good. You good?
Almost, yeah,
Fact
almost,
checker.
I almost pissed my pants.
Dictionary,
Whoa,
man.
almost. Is that what we're calling that? No, I'm just kidding. What the fuck was I gonna say? Closing words. Oh, there's a lot of shit we're working on. If you're a fan of the show, you know what we do. I just got linked up with another
Or
space.
LinkedIn.com.
I got linked up with another space, so we're gonna have a lot more community events that are gonna be popping off. A lot of stuff's gonna be pushing forward well, I'd say by the end of the summer. So
Hey, I got an idea what we could do here. Classic boxing, dude.
What do you mean classic boxing?
Watch old school boxing matches that are
That's
fucking dope,
Oh,
for
yeah.
boxing fans, dude.
That's
Because
actually
old school boxing is fucking dope.
I was thinking about something like that, but like girl boxing where they get knocked out.
Any like
And the guys.
if it's a classic fucking fight,
Yeah.
just bring it on.
like an ESPN.
Yeah, like we watch Marvin Hagler versus Tommy Hearns.
Hearns.
How fuck? I was going. I have this fight's from the 70s. I've never watched it. Me and my pops and Broly had bets on it because none of us had watched it.
Right.
And fucking Marvin Hagler knocked the fuck out of this fool, dude.
It was marvelous at
It was
boxing.
marvelous, dude.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Marvelous Marvin.
Imagine that.
But it's dope watching old school boxing matches.
I'm with it.
But where we are, and like for stuff like that to happen, we could totally do that in this space. So my closing words is for people to go to kdf.org and donate. Just donate back to a community that really has stuff like this that's going on, right? Like think about it, like the history that you like. Well, the history that Bones has, he's not supposed to be in this space, right? We're not supposed to be here as Latinos, Latinx, whatever you want to call us.
Hey, don't ever call me that, bro.
A Kleenex for the Latinx because we all have issues.
Latinx might as well shove a fucking hose up my throat.
But we're not
Down my
supposed to be
throat.
here as a black man,
Yeah.
as Latinos in a space, kind of like building and having a good time, right? Like
Oh, yeah, for
systematically, we're not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to have this space where we can be
Right.
creatively expressive, right? We're not supposed to have people like that's the system that's built
Right.
upon us.
Of course.
But like the homegirl age, she does her stuff, right? We have people that are
Chevy music.
Chevy music. We have people with special needs like Acro, right? That are
Broly.
no, I'm just kidding. No, but Acro's a
Brody,
little
like Tolo.
no, but we work with a lot of different facets of the community to really put like content like this out there, right? Whether it's the podcast, whether it's on the FM broadcast, what KDIF is on. So if you really want to support us, if you really want to see content like this moving forward, like we just had a fucking huge ass event this past weekend.
Hey, these microphones ain't cheap, motherfucker.
All that shit. Definitely go to kdf.org and I ask you just to make a donation. I ask you just to, support on the content that's moving forward because
And that's KDIF.org.
kdif.org.
Hit the donation button.
And then our trivia night, if you want to make donations to like for just giveaways that are going to go back into the community. Like this is how we're supporting, right? Like you support the podcast, we're supporting the businesses, we're getting the message out to the community. So there's all this different stuff. Right. So the point is we're working, and those people that have given to us, that have supported us, thank you so much. Like honestly, if I could grab both your hands with both my hands,
I'd put them on my leg
and then say thank you,
off.
I would.
I would.
You know, I would. But the point is thank you for that. But the continuation of that, we're definitely moving forward with a lot of different things. I thank you guys. I thank the Ortega brothers. I thank Jerry,
Colangelo
Alma that was here, Acro that was here. Thank you, Bones, for being here. Thank you for everybody that just comes here as a platform and as a voice.
Organization.
All this different shit. There's a lot of stuff that we're working for. I keep going on, but I don't want to monopolize all the time like I have been. I apologize.
Hey, it's nothing to
I'll shut up
apologize
then.
about. Thank you, Franco.
Let go.
Sweet.
Thumbs up, dude. Thumbs up. Yeah, shout out to Bones.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Franco. Shout out to KDIF.org. South Phoenix.
Stand up.
Oh.
Make sure to go to KDIF.org and push the listen to live button. There's always something going on. There's always programming. Am I correct, Franco?
There's always programming 24 hours a day. There may not be a live show, but there's always programming that's playing.
And big shout out to Bones, dude, for finally fucking making the trip.
Hey, I can't wait to come back, man. If y'all invite me, let
Shout
me know.
out Budoligy.
I'll be a little bit more in my head.
All right, we're gonna have a Budoligy night for trivia night.
Oh,
Trivia,
yeah, I got you.
dude, you gotta
It's done.
You gotta check out
It's
trivia
done.
night. Trivia
I'm gonna
night,
check it out.
it's honestly you can't explain what.
See you. I gotta go.
All right, for
get
sure,
some formula here at Walmart, 35th Avenue Southern, before they close.
for sure,
Later,
for sure.
broski.
Yeah, let me get out real quick.
But I'm telling you, trivia night, it's like
There's one on 24th and Baseline too.
Yeah, I was showing this one has it though. It's on the
Okay.
way.
Oh, gotcha.
Órale, pues. Adios,
Be
Carnal.
safe.
All right, let me know, fam. We got this.
100%. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Smokey Smoke Shop. Shout out to the homies. Everybody showing love. I'm just telling you though, trivia night is something different. Trivia night is off the hook.
Can I say I look forward to that more than the podcast almost?
I look forward to it. Yeah.
No, I like the podcast, but no, it's
something different, bro.
that was
It's
my
something
first
different.
one. I hope the second one's
It's gonna be better, dog.
yeah.
It's always gonna be better. So shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to all the loyal listeners. We are the Roach Clip Podcast. Go fuck yourself. Goodbye. Adios.
Avidose. Dang, hey, where are the other two? Oh, here's the one.